ahead and get started. I apologize for my voice tonight. I have been under the weather a little bit,
Oh, I've been
and so
there.
my voice is cracking.
You
Which,
caught what coin head?
Yeah, I gave the DM my flu.
yeah. Viruses can't pass through the internet. Check that out.
Yeah. What are the chances we meet a pirate with a scruffy voice? What are the chances?
In your adventuring around Toivoan, you guys have been making your way from Nausea all the way over to Edlin Point. Last week, you pulled into Ryport after having been told to surrender yourselves to the town. So, after a little bit of a challenge from Saphira to get the boat into the harbor, you guys did manage to pull the boat in and get all situated with a new parking spot for the boat. And you have disposed of the old figurehead. You have purchased a new figurehead. You purchased a rowboat for the ship. And you guys went off to do a bit of fighting at the fight club. And then off to the temple district to visit the Temple of MKL, where we had Tati get her levels restored thanks to story time with the priest. And you guys have been roaming around town. Meanwhile, during this entire time, Crystal Latte, you have awoken below decks of the ship, and you are alone on board, save for Ali Guru, who has stayed on board to ensure that the ship is secure.
So
Also
they didn't
on
tell me anything?
They did not tell you a thing. They didn't say goodbye. They didn't say hello. They just left you sleeping.
Damn. Okay.
Pitney Bones is still in her cabin, smoking. And you have free reign of the ship. As you wake up and find yourself in this situation, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna go up and talk to Allie. I'm gonna ask, where is everyone?
She shrugs at you and smiles, pointing off into the distance of the city, and says they left about an hour and a half ago, maybe 2 hours, and are somewhere in the city.
Okay.
About a new figurehead.
Oh, okay. Oh. They're getting the centaur, right? They're building a centaur.
He shrugs. If you're into that sort of thing and superstitious about what goes on a ship, then maybe a centaur would be a good idea.
Okay. Crystal is going to walk off the ship.
Okay.
There's a gangway. There's like a plank, right? Like a ramp.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a gangway, easy to get down, no problem. You get on the docks, you look around. There's some rough people around that look at you very oddly.
I'm gonna look at them and I'm gonna get right back on the ship.
Oh no!
Crystal's actually really insecure.
Imagine that. And she's going to ask Allie if I think she's gonna ask Allie. Yeah, if she wants to know if Allie is gonna come with her.
Where are we going?
Well, to find the others.
Okay. She joins you on your search for the others in town.
Okay, sounds good.
she will twirl a knife the entire way that she's walking. As she does so, those ruffians that were in the way give you guys quite some leeway, as she is making quite the show of twirling that knife in all directions.
Crystal's gonna make note of that as what is intimidating to people that look rough.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you go through town and find yourself in quite the market. It is a beautiful town, lots of light, lots of vendors, lots of things to do and see. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do? Yes, Allier kind of is taking your lead and is acting as your enforcer.
Interesting. Okay.
Bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
Goes up to your elbow.
I was gonna say. Let's see. I think. Crystal's gonna start asking. She's gonna ask. So a marketplace is this like food, or are there other things going on here?
Sorts of everything. If you've if you've ever seen one of those Indian market videos, where they just have a crazy bazaar of everything all over the place, it's that kind of place. It's a cross between a flea market and a supermarket all at once.
Okay. Interesting.
So you can find food, you can find furniture, you can find massage therapists. What are you looking for?
Crystal, I think, actually is looking for. She is looking for the others, but she's looking for, like, someplace like a library, someplace that stores information.
This is gonna be boring.
You don't
What?
read?
And knowledge
I
is
was gonna-
power. She's lovely.
He smiles at whoever just walked by and said that, making sure that that person keeps their hands off of Crystal's flank.
The regular of the library. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. But yeah, she will direct you to a general bookstore where you can walk in and mosey for a little while. She will stay outside because she's not interested in going into the bookstore.
Okay. Crystal's looking for, while she's in the bookstore, she's just going to start reading about the coastal cities and what, like, she wants to study, like, the maps, kind of like what Coin, she wants to study where they're going and where she is in relation to where she has been. So she's trying to get a handle on where she is.
Cool. Let's go ahead and roll and investigate to see how much information you gather.
Okay.
So with the 5, you get a general map
Okay.
of the locations and some basic shopping information, kind of like a tour guide's book, but not much.
You got a pamphlet.
I got a pamphlet. Oh, this
One
makes
of those,
sense.
like classic ones that fold open. You can color on them.
Oh, this is nice. I would have studied maps in school if this is what we had to do. Okay.
Coin sneezes somewhere in the city. Hey.
So while she is doing that, you guys will be walking down from the Temple District and see Allier twirling a knife in front of a bookstore.
That's not guarding the boat.
He shrugs. Crystal wanted to go out and didn't want to be alone, so she's inside.
Coin looks at the building. She's inside. It ascertains it's a library and looks at it a few times back to Allier. That one? The book one?
A bookstore, yes.
Do they have picture books?
He shrugs, and I don't care.
Is that a
Coin looks
comment
at
on Crystal's reading ability, or like,
It's not. I think she could read more. It's just what she want to.
Wow.
you know, she went to school, right? Like a proper.
It's a joke, Patty. But you're right.
Ah,
Maybe I'm a little too
ah,
hard.
well done. I hilarious.
I am curious.
Oh, she went to school. Got it.
What? I don't really know what kind of books they'd have around here.
Do
Ones
you
with
want to go
pictures?
in and find out?
Coin seems curious, but he's kind of following the party's energy right now.
I'll go and
I mean, my experience with books was I would
accidentally
just
stuff
read
you
whatever.
bound.
I would just read whatever is in Didit's hoard, but not really much more than that.
So, Saphira, you're going in?
Coin seems ready to go in, as he,
Okay.
in character, is getting an idea of kind of information he might be curious about.
Okay. So, you, Saphira, who else is going in?
Taki's
Akami.
feeling super energized and is actually trying to engage Frusid in some shadow boxing in the street.
Wow.
She's
What,
just
you
like
want-
skipping
you want-
around.
You wanna go?
Yeah.
I mean, what? You just want to start a street fight? I mean, I don't know if that's a great idea.
I saw your moves in the pit. The double bladed scimitar, like and I'm just flitting all around you.
I mean, I can teach you some of the technique if you want.
Yeah. The one.
She's circle strafing around you right now.
I don't want to go in the bookstore. I just want to play.
You're the
It
one.
just gave her a lot of life.
You know what? This is more fun than going in the bookstore.
Great. So, Coin, Saphira, Bryn, are you going in?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the three of you walk in. Crystal is hard not to spot inside the store with her bright pink armor. And a centaur in a bookstore. It's kind of like the bull in a china shop, but, you know, we're not going to go there. But you guys walk in and start checking out various books. Coin, you make your way over towards where Crystal is, where she's looking at some maps. Can I get an investigate from you, please? All right,
Raina.
you will find the same pamphlet that Crystal is looking at.
All right, Coin's.
Bryn,
What does
what
Coin
do-
see on it?
It's general map information. It's, you know, avoid the protectorate waters, stay within Reston, stay out of trouble, visit Ripeport for all your social needs, etc.
Coin's gonna look at it for a moment, and I assume he's near Crystal, so he's gonna ascertain she's reading it too, and he's gonna say, "Don't tell them I said this, but good choice. I feel like we need as much sense of direction on this crew as we can get."
Crystal's gonna be a little bit shocked that you were complimenting her. And she's just gonna hand you the pamphlet and say, I think these are free. We should just take it just in case.
The free? I mean, I have one. I don't really need a second.
Oh, okay. She's gonna put it back. Crystal also would like to try to find any information about specifically the Protectorate, like the flag. She's very interested as to why she recognizes the flag and why there's so much negative feeling around it from her family.
Sure. Let's go ahead and roll an investigation on that one.
Cool. Did it go? Oh.
Investigation from Crystal.
There we go.
All right. The Schnoza Protectorate is a oligarchy that is essentially de facto ruling the oceans of Toivoa. And your dad, whenever he mentioned the Protectorate, would do so with a distasteful connotation, because they are the popo, they are the police, they are the enforcers, they are the goody two shoes that make things not fun. And they're
Mhm.
also the inspectors who prevent smuggling and trade in other goods. They do not allow trade with other nations unless by treaty. And so, whatever your father was involved in was very counter to what they hold as ideals. And they very readily will sink ships, capture ships, basically take over any ship that isn't doing what they think is the right thing. And after reading all this, you realize you guys got damn lucky in your interaction with the Protectorate because they could have easily confiscated your ship.
Okay. Crystal's gonna close whatever she's reading, put it back. She's pretty disturbed by this information. Is Coin still next to me? Like, did you follow me?
Depends. So, Coin's perusing books that seem to be of his nature, right? Maps, nearby information of note. So, if you're in an area that would attribute some of that, then yeah, Coin will be in earshot.
Okay. And I think we should get out of here. I think it's time to go. I don't really want to be in the city anymore.
I haven't even picked a book, right? We're going?
Yeah.
Will you find a thesaurus or something? Because I don't know if that book has what I'm looking for.
Just think we should. I just think we should get out of here. I think that I don't want the ship taken. I don't like the city. I just don't. And she's gonna start heading toward the door.
Could Coin take a check? I mean, I assume it's probably obvious. If she seems kind of flustered or like nervous, or if it's just sort of a like I'm done here kind of thing.
Insight check, please. Yeah, you can tell something has put her off.
Coin will make note of that, and he'll seem to start inching towards the door. But he remembers Saphira, and I can't remember if Bryn came in as well. He just knows.
Bryn is here.
Okay, Coin's going to look around, trying to catch Bryn or Saphira.
Oh, is it time to go? Bryn steck off. He's looking for like adventure stories. But
I think
You're on one, man.
As you go to find an adventure story, you find a section of books that is behind a beaded curtain. And as you walk through the beaded curtain, it's an entire collection of 14 books. And they have different color spines and everything. But the title is all the same across all 14 books. It says Exotic Tales and How to Use Them. Volume 1, 2, 3, etc. All the way down to 1.
is there a price tag?
Yes, there is. Each book is 1 silver piece.
All
What a
right.
deal!
What
and
a
then
way
you
to
said
start
there's
his collection.
14 of them.
There are 14 of them.
All right. So the question is, how are we gonna? Bryn knows it's gonna be really obnoxious to like carry these back to the
Okay.
ship.
it's
And
worth
it's a-
noting Coin does have the bag of holding on it.
Okay.
He's not. I would like. It depends on if you're walking with 14 books as he sees you, or if you're staring at them as he sees you.
Oh yeah, Bryn
But
emerges
you will
from
remember.
Bryn emerges from behind the curtain, staggering under the weight of 14 massive volumes.
Hey, buddy, you need a wagon or something?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coin gestures to his bag, the bag of holding, and pulls it out. And as he says that, he's like, I kind of get the feeling Crystal might have been tipped off to something about here. I don't know what's got her so hurried.
Excuse me, those are a silver apiece.
Yeah. I got it. I drop the books and I pull out my wallet and I'll fork over the 14 silver.
Oh my god. I can't wait to find out what kind of tale in particular you're looking to learn about.
Yeah.
For the record,
Go
I'm
two
totally
ways.
prepared for this to be a complete waste of money. But
Didn't even read the spine of
Never.
it. Didn't
Never
read the back.
The author's name is on the front of each book. It just says Rog Mesh.
Hmm.
And I will type that out for you guys.
The famous smut artist.
Famous author, Frogman.
As Coin sees Bryn paying up, he's gonna dart his head around again, looking for Saphira.
Not Archfinder.
Does she seem preoccupied or just wandering?
Zira, what are you looking at?
I'm looking around for books about how to sail ships and naval ships.
No.
Okay, so this is how they're gonna get extra proficiencies.
So you will find said books, especially in a port town like this. There are a large number of books about sailing of various size ships and craft, etc. Each of these is going to be a silver piece. How many of these would you like to purchase?
Like, not literally all of them, but like,
You spend 100 gold pieces on books.
at 5.
5, okay. So you spend 5 silver pieces on naval books that teach you how to sail. You will be able to study those going forward. Let me know when you decide to do so. Bryn, I
Yes.
will not ask you when you want to study the books you picked up. Unless you specifically ask, we will leave that to the Fade to Black department.
Okay.
Never mind. I want to know when Bryn wants to research these books.
Okay.
No, you got everyone curious.
Let's go. We're gonna make Eric describe some things.
I think this is a fun example of where Walker's real life insight score of 7.5 is going to provide an amusing moment for the rest of the party at the expense of my character.
One, your willingness to
14 silver.
share,
You're fine.
and your willingness to absolutely just embrace this. You're gonna have some fun.
You're gonna have a campfire read along.
Realize that no, we're not having a campfire read along. No. But it will be a
Most
fun
naive group
experience.
gathers around to learn something.
So as you place your 14 books in the bag of holding, Saphira, you have 5 books. Are you going to be carrying those yourself, or are you going to place them in the bag of holding as well?
I'm gonna carry them.
All right. Presumably, you'll hear Coin tag you down and say, "Hey, it looks like we're clearing out. Sooner rather than later." We just gotta. He turns his head over to Bryn, who's paying, and he's like, "We just gotta wait for him to buy his book." Coin can't really make out what the books are. Right. He just sees. He's like, "Oh, all right. He's picking up his study. That's good." Anyways, we're heading out as soon as we can.
Yep. The one interesting thing is the books that Bryn has picked up. When in a set lined up correctly, they form all the shades of the rainbow.
Nice.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So, Saphira, you put yours in the bag of holding as well, right? Yes.
No, I'm carrying them.
You're carrying those. Okay. All right. Coin, are you going to be taking the pamphlet, which is free?
Was that for me? I had to step
Yes.
away for a moment. Oh, my bad.
Did you want
What
to
was
take the pamphlet that you picked up for free?
Yeah. Coin will.
All right. Cool. As you guys exit the bookstore, you see Tati essentially prodding and poking at Ruzid in a taunting fashion.
I think he just tossed me, actually.
That's awesome.
Just-
Oh, they're both standing. That's good.
I mean, Tati, what did you think was gonna happen?
I thought you were going to throw me.
Oh, okay. Well, then if that was the case, then I guess everything's going according to plan.
Well done.
I think I could throw you like 95% of the time.
95%
You can throw her on the
of
ship.
time.
Come on, let's go.
Are we leaving?
Wait,
We
why
are
is-
going.
That was like the fastest run on the library ever. What? Why'd you leave so quick?
It's a little incomplete. I'm not the one to ask, he says, gesturing towards Crystal.
They
I mean,
probably
usually when I go
got
down to
some
sit and
stuff. Let's go.
read at the Horde, it's at least like 30 minutes.
They said we're
Coin-
probably running because they stole some stuff. Let's go.
Oh, okay. I'm down for that. Let's go!
That better not be why we're running.
I didn't steal
Crystal's
anything
power
from the
walking,
store.
by the way. She's power walking.
I don't know. If I stole something from
Like
it, I think I
cantering?
wouldn't
Are you
be alive
cantering
right now.
down the road?
It's not a canter, not quite. It's just shy of a canter.
You didn't steal anything, right?
Just the pamphlet. She yelled.
I think the pamphlet's free. Okay, I think we're good then, he says, looking around.
As you look around, the various guards that are in town are ignoring you.
I'm not looking to make any enemies or, people that won't buy something from me if they need to.
Cool. So you guys headed back to the ship?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I
think
think
so,
we're
yeah.
running.
All right. As you head back to the ship, you see ahead of you at the docks a dwarf with very hairy back and chest, arms and neck, fingers, legs, whole 9 yards being hairy, currently working on your ship, putting up the most odd of figureheads on it, where the right-hand side is a man and the left-hand side is a skeleton.
Good stuff.
Ooh,
Coin-
it looks so good.
It's so cool!
Coin does like a grandiose gesture where he's like, "Mwah, beautiful."
Crystal's gonna run at the ship and be like, "Oh my god, they're vandalizing the ship! Oh my god!"
No, we're paying them to vandalize it. Also, they're not vandalizing it.
Come on, Crystal, just let us have this! You can paint the ship pink, okay? We want this cool figurehead, at least.
Wait, you paid for that? That's
Yeah.
our.
We didn't pay
That's our
much,
thing.
to be honest.
Crystal's just staring at you, like gaping.
Hey, you got to pick the color of the paint. We picked the figurehead.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, Crystal, they were the cheapest shipwright in town.
There were not many options.
As you guys approach the gangway,
She starts
there is a
breathing
man-
deeply.
there is a man standing,
Just-
blocking your path onto the ship.
Oh, there might be some other stuff too. And is the dwarf in sight? Did you see
Yep.
him?
He's in sight. He is working on the prow of the ship. And
Coin
this
gestures
man
to him,
is-
and he tries to grab his attention. He's like, "Hey, the other thing." He's doing a gesture of like a rope being pulled because he doesn't remember the name. He's like, "The thing. Is that you got that set up yet? Or around here?"
I think
the
he means
block
the
and
block and
tackle.
tackle.
Yeah. We're using it to lift this up, and then we're going to put it on your ship. And you see, they are currently using the block and tackle to lift the figurehead into position so that they can mount it.
Coin seeing that, will give him a thumbs up and just turn his attention back to whatever we're, I assume, trying to get back on the ship.
Okay. As you guys go up, the man is blocking the gangplank onto the ship. And he frowns at you guys as you approach with his hand on his sword.
Coin crosses his hands and frowns back.
Hey, what's the hubbub about?
No hubbub at all. But I believe we have a couple things to discuss.
Well, we're right here.
Your ship and where you're going from here.
Well,
Is
we're
that
talking,
really
aren't we?
pertinent information to you?
It is.
Okay, so just pull out the paperwork and we can hash out the details of this then.
He pulls his cloak to the side for a moment and flashes a small symbol of a silver boot that you guys will recognize as being the same symbol that the agent had on him.
Ah, we're in business now.
Coin's eyes will squint a little bit. He's like, we were told to go, I believe, to Enland Point.
Yes. And you're on your way, obviously. But since you're here, perhaps we could talk business.
That might be an option. What's your definition of business?
Sure not to speak about this out on the gangplank.
He smiles and looks around, and it's as you look around, everybody in the general area is well out of earshot, and the people who are on the outside edges of that distance are kind of forming a perimeter around you guys to protect anyone from infiltrating and messing with you guys. This guy has essentially paid off all the dock workers to protect the situation.
Ah, I see you have things covered. Never mind.
He smiles. Perhaps we could go to a local tavern and have a discussion about your future.
Bryn is really disappointed because he was looking forward to reading his new adventure novels. But fine. I guess we gotta get paid somehow.
So no more news from the agent. Is that what this is about?
There is news, and I would like to discuss that with you at the tavern.
All right. Lead the way.
That's the way you want to conduct
Way
it?
then.
I don't think we have any objections.
Very well, thank you.
As long as our ship is kept eye on by someone. I don't really care who. I just wanted to be here when we come back.
He
Crystal is
smiles.
unhappy about this choice, but she doesn't say anything.
Now we're
He
never.
smiles, and walking up from behind you is a man dressed in greens and purples with a long, drawn hood that comes down to cover most of his face. What you can see in his face is that it's green and that his lips extend all the way back to his jaw. Very much like a snake.
Coin takes a step back. He doesn't show it, but he's a little unnerved.
The new man stands next to the gangplank and, without saying a word, simply leans on one of the posts, and this gentleman in the blue begins walking away from the ship, gesturing for you guys to follow.
Coin
All right.
gestures.
Yeah,
That he's ready to.
I'll follow along.
Finally, our first mission.
Crystal's gonna
Yeah,
be in the
grab a
back.
beer.
You know, you're funny, Coin.
Yeah, I don't try to be. I just am.
So as this... Damn. Oh, man. I had a train of thought, and there it goes down the toilet. Alright. So this guy walks you guys down the street, up a couple alleys, and you guys would normally get lost, except for Coin is very good at telling where he is in a town.
Yeah.
And you guys will find your way to the back door of a tavern, and he knocks once, whispers a word into the door, and walks in. And the door is left open for you guys to come in as well. Everyone going in?
Yeah, Coin's not reserved on waiting, so unless someone gestures otherwise, he's following.
I'm following as well.
Cool.
Does this room have windows inside?
It does not.
Delicious.
It has what looks like windows, but they are artificial.
Huh.
Alright, I'll
Can't imagine
follow
that helps
Coin
the property value.
Everybody going in?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you guys walk in, the place is bustling. It is a bit of rambunctiousness going on. People are having a good time. And the gentleman gestures for a woman to meet them at the nearest table. She walks up and greets you guys.
Coin nods.
Is there anything I can get you tonight?
Coin will say like, yeah, you got just like a draft, just a beer or something.
Very well, and the rest of you?
Water.
I could use a beer as well.
2 beers, a water,
Just water for me, thank you.
water.
Bryn is very conscious of the fact that he has no spell slots left, and he wants to have access to water in case he needs to like shape it into an icicle spear or something.
Cool. Tati, Rusid. Rusid's getting beer. Saphira.
I just water for me. Start business negotiations.
Cool. All right. Very well. She will go and get you guys your beers and waters and come back. She will place a cheese platter on the table with some crackers and she will walk away. The man in front of you, after the woman leaves, reaches into his pocket and places a purple gem on the table and smiles. Now we can talk in private. I trust you're doing well. It looks like the ship has been disguised quite well. You've been discreet for the most part.
Yeah, we made it here, and so did the ship mostly.
Do I suspect that the purple gem that has been put on the table has some kind of magical effect that's giving us the ability to talk without being overheard, or makes us sound like we're in a
Arcana
different
check,
language?
please.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go back to my character sheet. I'm already fretting about what to take at 4th level. Anyway, Arcana check 10.
Ruzit,
It is
Rusid-
magical in some way.
Ruzit kind of
Okay.
takes a look at the gem as well and is like, I think I've seen a lot of gems around when back in the tribe. Wow. Okay.
It
Well,
is magical
I rolled
in
even
some way.
lower.
All right. Yep, it's a magical rock. That's for sure.
Coin seems to have some trust in this guy, so he's not too worried about the rock.
Ruzet's just curious.
As you
Can I-
look around to the rest of the patrons in the area, everyone seems to be treating you guys normally. So no one's really paying attention to you guys.
Can I don't know if the perception or nature or something. I just want to get, what is he? Why is his face all bumpy? Why does his mouth look like
Condition.
that? I'm not
Honestly, I
saying
wonder-
it out loud, but I'm like leaning, like
I wonder
that's
if
all I'm looking at right now.
I wonder if Ruzit's seen his type of people as well.
Please roll a history check, Tati. Need you to beat a 10.
Ooh.
Tati,
Ooh.
this man is a 1T pureblood. He has scales on his face.
My cousin told me about them.
And as he talks, you can see that he has long fangs.
Did they go up and down or just down?
Just down.
Okay.
His
I
eyes-
was just trying to get an idea what he was.
Yep. He has slit eyes, slit pupils, and dresses very sharply. But he has congratulated you guys on making it this far and your discretion. I noticed that you have a flag of the Protectorate on board the ship. Congratulations on earning their favor. That's
Yeah,
quite
earned.
a feat.
Yeah, I know, we couldn't help put on the charm.
I look at Saphira.
Coin seems to
So-
be convincingly, I hope, bluffing. He's just like, yeah, no, we handled it.
I have a job for you if you are up for it. But before we get to that point, is there anything you need? Any
Uh,
supplies for
let's
your
just
ship?
say the supplies you gave us, we ran out of that quickly.
He smiles knowingly. No kidding.
You have like scouts everywhere, don't you?
He smiles, and yes, he nods. Just one slow nod.
Okay, I'm
Yes.
not gonna even try to hide what happened. Yeah, we lost it all.
Coin points his
You did
thumb
not
like to
lose
everyone
it.
else.
You left it upon the docks.
Coin points
Look!
towards everyone else. He's like, they're still in training. They're catching on.
I see a fight. I see a bunch of supplies. I go for the fight.
He smiles. At least you got the ship.
And what a fine ship it is.
Did you get anything other than just the ship?
Well, we got Pitney Bones.
We have a wedge.
Ooh.
We got a couple scratches along the way. If you have a potion or something to throw us on our way to endpoint.
We've got some Shanghai spears.
Shanghai
You went to school.
What? It wasn't by the water.
As far as potions go, I understand that you left your supplies at the dock and we were able to recover them. So here, and he slides a large sack onto the table, and the sack kind of rolls and shifts to the side, and as it does so, you hear the clinking of many glass objects inside.
Coin does not
Smell
reach
like
for it.
lobsters.
He doesn't reach for it, but he does say, "We'll make sure these ones don't get, left."
Requisitioned by not us.
Deprioritized.
I understand. And he
Oh,
smiles.
also, you the paint. There was paint with that collection, right? Any chance you managed to reappraise that?
I did not think the paint would be something that you would need at this point, considering the name of the ship has been changed. You have gotten rid of the figurehead. Everything else seems to be in order.
I think one of us wants paint a lot.
I really don't care. I'm just making
I don't
sure.
care though.
Trying to cover our tracks.
Yeah, I agree. We're good.
I believe you are as anonymous as you need to be at this point.
Crystal
Coin gets
frowns.
So, now that you have the potions you've asked for to replace the ones you left, what else do you need in order to make your way to Inland Point after my job?
Yeah, we had a couple of hiccups commandeering this ship. Which, by the way, apparently everyone knew this. I didn't realize it'd be so aggressive on us getting close to it. I ended up leaving a map behind. So if you got any information on what we might run into between here and Inland Point, anything we might want to dodge, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we're great at dodging.
Now that you have a protectorate flag, you do not need to dodge them as much. You will
The fish
be
people,
the
that kind of
fish
stuff.
people you would want to avoid as best as possible, along with any mermaids or mermen.
gee, thanks. Don't go near the stuff that attacks us. By any chance, you know where they might be?
Usually near shore.
Just shore. There's a lot of shore out there. All right.
Indeed.
He turns to everyone and says, "Don't go near the shore." Got it? And he throws the
But I thought we had to
finger
go near
down.
shore to avoid like those stupid protectorate ships.
Fortunately, now that you have the flag, you can sail in protectorate waters without provocation.
Okay, we're good.
Now, I have a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
Because part of the reason we are sending you to Inland Point is to deal with a new crime ring that is existing there. And this crime ring has decided to start a base just off of the coast here on Crab Island.
Coin replies, crime ring by whose definition?
By the definition of those who are important in the country.
So you're saying they have like an outpost in this area, but their main
Yes.
main area control is at Ending Point,
Yes.
and
which
you
is
want
why
us to
we're
deal with
sending
their
you-
outpost.
Yes. Because they are developing a drug there and attempting to sell it here within Ryport.
What's the name of the drug?
Frenzy. And he produces a small, little, it's about the size of a quarter, little tiny box with a little flip-top lid made of metal. Places it on the table. Inside is a bright red powder. And let me go ahead and keep this for you guys.
Coin looks at it.
It is
Preparing.
important that you do not participate in this because it will prove very harmful to your health.
That's
This is
good
a drug-
advice.
That's all I
this is a
needed to know.
drug that will, for temporary means, provide great rush of energy and power, but at great cost. And so, whoever wants it, we will close the lid on this and tell you if you'd like this one dose, I will allow you to take it with you. I encourage you not to use it. Otherwise, I will dispose of it. But there is Frenzy.
Oh shit!
Holy.
It's a long block of
It's
text.
bright purple powder, sorry.
Crystal holds out her hand for it.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
He hands it to you.
You know, he said don't use it, right? Just-
Because obviously.
so
So this is the potion of speed, but nerfed.
It's nerfed by letting the DM control your character. I don't think that's so much of a nerf as it is.
Fun.
It's fun for everyone else. It's not fun for you.
It's fun for
that
you if
seems
you're.
pretty
It's fun for
fun.
Toddy. It's fun
it
for
might
Toddy.
put you in a good position.
Hmm. Can I do like some sort of check on it? Like, have I ever seen this before?
Ooh, has Crystal ever seen this before?
Is Crystal's family like into all the drug rings or what?
Oh goodness, Crystal, damn. Oh man, yes, you have seen this before. Like, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. Yes, you've seen several of your father's sailors have been afflicted by this before, as they are red-eyed all the time.
I say to the gentleman, I appreciate your advice that we don't take it ourselves, but in case it sounds like we're going to deal with a drug ring, and it might be useful to have our own little supply if we need to, maybe as a sign of, I don't know, some kind of false sign of membership. We could use it. The fact that we possess it might be useful to infiltrate
Indeed.
or gain someone's trust.
You have a lot of
Yeah.
trust to let anybody here hold on to that.
Yeah.
By
Coin
the
says with
way,
his hands crossed.
my name is Gerard.
Well, Gerard, it's not that I have anything against toppling a drug base, but I gotta ask, what's the point of this? What do we get out of it? What do you get out of it?
I will pay you 1,000 gold pieces each.
I like that. I like that. I like that a lot.
And what do you get out of it?
I get an island that no longer will produce this drug and corrupt the seas.
All right.
Coin is subtly nodding here. He seems a bit more on board.
I have a question.
Yes.
one encountered someone using this drug. Is there an antidote?
No. Not that we're aware of.
Lots of water and plenty of sleep.
Is there a way to recover from it?
Theoretically, lack of use over a period of time can eventually wean yourself off of the narcotic effects. But the idea is to not get addicted in the first place.
No, but it sounds like some people already are. And if
Indeed.
it's a mistake that they could recover from.
If we ran into
we could help
someone
them.
affected by this, could we do anything for them?
Unless
was my
you are
question.
able to cure poisons, unlikely.
I have simple restoration magic, and I believe Crystal does as well. But let me read the text on that.
I'm the first half to making an antidote for some poisons.
Uh,
I don't really know the
Is
there-
second.
is-
your poisons.
I mean,
Yeah,
have
well, you
tried
need
to-
you need the poison to make the antidote.
Have you
I'm
tried
just-
to use the magic to cure this sort of stuff?
In rare cases, you can be immune to such effects.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
Whether this is something you would just tell me outright, or something you would make me roll for, or just say you'll have to wait and see. What would the effect of lesser restoration be relating to frenzy? Either someone who is currently under the influence of the drug, or somebody who is suffering withdrawal from it.
You would be able to cure one of the side effects. Yes. You could end the benefit of it,
Okay.
or one of the side effects.
Okay. When you say side effects, is that one of the side effects of withdrawal, or perhaps or is it one of the side effects that you get from, like, for example, could I end the insanity affliction?
The poison condition gives you all four of the bullet points, which are the haste,
Gotcha.
inability to understand language, gaining advantage on all athletics checks, and insanity. Those are
Gotcha.
the benefits
Okay.
of the drug.
Okay. So to
Understanding
clarify,
language is so okay.
sorry if I'm asking a lot of questions, but I would like to make sure that I understand
You
what's
are
going on.
perfectly fine.
Would one instance of lesser restoration turn off the entire drug, or can I pick
Yes.
one? Okay. Okay. So all right,
It
that's
is one poison.
good to know. Gotcha. And then regarding the effects of withdrawal, would lesser restoration have any influence on that?
If they were blind,
Okay.
you could theoretically cure the blindness. You
Okay.
could, if they were poisoned,
Gotcha.
cure the poison condition,
Okay.
etc. It depends on what withdrawal symptom they've taken.
You
Understood.
can cure
Thank you.
death, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
you just
lesser
have to go to the
restoration.
church to do that.
Lesser restoration famously cures the dead condition. So it's a little known errata.
The DMs hate him.
A since-deleted Jeremy Crawford post.
Go ask my Monday group about dead characters. We killed 3 of them on Monday.
Oh god.
No.
Wow. Damn.
You should kill dead characters.
Nice.
Yeah, we killed 3 characters, one of them twice. So
Damn.
Well, at
Well,
that
I
point,
was-
they're undead and they should
It's
absolutely
a
be put-
definition of a bad day.
I was gonna swap out lesser restoration from clockwork magic, but since that might actually, well, it depends. Because I don't want to force Crystal into taking certain spells. But if we think it might be useful, either way, just thinking out loud here.
Yeah.
Crystal can swap them out every day.
I'm aware.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware, but I also don't want to force her to perpetually have one of her spells, her known spells of the day, stuck on lesser restoration. We can talk about it.
Very conscientious of a sorcerer.
I mean, she's already playing.
It is.
She's already paying the cleric tax for us. We should stick her with the.
Is she? Is she though?
Okay.
I mean, no comment.
There's lots of good cleric spells, and not every
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that's not relevant right now because we're still at level 3. But it is
It'll become a
useful.
conversation.
It is useful to know what tools I have access to going forward, and it seems like lesser restoration might be temporarily more valuable than it normally is. So anyway, that's the end of my little aside. We can continue.
No, wait, I want to continue the aside for a second.
Okay.
If I had proficiency in a poisoner's kit, or
Yes.
an herbalism kit, or not a medicine kit probably, would any of those provide antidotes for frenzy?
No.
Okay then.
Has it not been found, or has
If I had
everything been
proficiency in a
tried?
poisoner's kit, could I
Frenzy is-
make frenzy?
If you had the base materials, theoretically, yes.
You know, but this sounds like a research project for you. Like, maybe if you were back at whatever school you're at, you could, like, figure out how to cure
You
this.
would be able to make antitoxin, which gives you advantage on saving throws. So that's a thing. But as far as straight up curing it, no.
I was gonna ask if we could research a cure, just by experimenting.
We research the cure and then start selling it to people.
Coin wants to ask him.
Encourages you to do so,
Okay.
but at the moment, even his best alchemists have been
Gotcha.
able to formulate.
So we're unlikely to stumble across a miracle cure by putzing around on a ship with an herbalism kit.
Highly unlikely.
Okay,
We got some downtime, guys.
Make a lot of money if they did.
For the next 2 weeks, the whole party is just trying to research the cure on the ship.
Now, as
So
you
you're
guys are
saying that-
discussing this, he says you may need these if you're wondering about accidental exposure, and he will slide 6 antitoxin onto the table.
Oh, thank you.
How long do these last?
We'll grab one.
1 hour.
Alright. So I'll take one of the antitoxins. I'll also take the dose of frenzy that he gave us, and I'll put it in my coat's breast pocket.
You're gonna take it from Crystal.
Oh, Crystal already had it. I'm sorry. I was gonna put it in my coat pocket next to my Black Star suit because apparently I'm a drug dealer now. But if Crystal already has it, if Crystal already has it, we can definitely distribute the illegal drugs around the party. I'm fine with that.
Crystal's gonna frown at Bryn trying to take it and just yank it back and put it
No,
back.
I thought it was already on the table. I'm not trying to grab it out of Crystal's hands. I thought it was still sitting on the table.
I really want those drugs, Bryn.
I will.
No,
I just think it's funny that my extremely straight edge character would have multiple different kinds of contraband in their
It's
pockets.
extremely funny.
Yeah, but either way, I will take one of the doses and add it to my inventory.
One of the antitoxin, gotcha. And you guys should be aware that the antitoxin he just handed you was worth 300 gold total.
Okay.
Nobody
This
take that
guy
drug.
is very wealthy.
No, that's good. We haven't left 500 gold pieces worth of medicine on a dock for a long time. I'm glad we have the chance to potentially do that again.
It was just a loan.
You have the potential to do that. You're not holding my stuff this time.
Crystal's gonna hold up the antitoxin and ask Gerard, "Who makes this?"
He smiles. A friend of mine named Stefan.
Is he from around here?
Yes, in fact, was born and raised here in Raipur.
Do they make other types of concoctions, like healing potions or just other types of potions?
Yes, he's quite the accomplished alchemist.
Maybe we could get some more interesting potions to get ready to take on these bandits or whatnot. This crime ring.
She's gonna ask Gerard, are people aware of our presence here in the city? Have you heard anything?
He smiles. The people who should know of your presence do. Those who shouldn't, as far as we know, do not.
Okay.
Which is as it should be. And we hope to keep it that way.
And this drug base, how far out is it from here?
It's approximately 30 miles off the shore. So it's going to take you almost a day to get there.
Coin's gonna pull out the map he was given from Allier and
Uh-huh.
say, if you could point in the general area, where would you put this place?
Sure.
Sees his danger, the danger fish guys.
Glad that's still there. Crusty
it
as
would
ever.
be approximately here.
All right.
Wait, what? That's in the water? Oh, it's an island, right? Yeah, it's never mind.
Yes, Crab Island.
Got it.
Right.
Do you know how many ships are working out of Crab Island?
There are no ships currently docked there. They have room for one ship to dock at any time.
Coin will make a dot on the given place and put his map away.
So I suppose there's not much of a coastal defense then. We're not gonna, like, get marked if we try to dock.
If you stay on the bridges, you should be able to avoid the natural defenses of the island.
Interesting. Could you tell us anything about those natural defenses? Or
It is called Crab Island for a reason.
fair enough?
Okay.
What do you know about
These
who's
are
there?
very large crabs.
Are we walking
Crystal
into
is
a?
not like that.
The more information you give us, the more likely you get your island. How
Of
big
course.
of a base are we looking at? How many places? If you know how many rooms, I want it down to a detail what we're walking into.
Outside, our spies saw 6 guards outside of the gate. We estimate that the place itself, let's find out exactly here. One moment. Measuring for you guys. It's approximately 8,000 square feet.
I don't know what I'll do with that information, but thank you.
All right. Let's talk business. It sounds like the job is to go to this island and shut this party down. Any particular objectives you would like for us to accomplish, at which point the mission can be considered complete?
I would like you to kill everybody on the island. We do
Do you
not
know for
wish-
certain everyone on that island is there by choice?
We are fairly certain of that fact, yes.
It's the most I can ask for.
Suppose if we find any captive, we're not killing them. I guess that's implied.
It's drug. You never know. We were almost sold into someone's workforce, so just trying to cover our bases.
Yeah.
I understand completely. However, the people there consist of humans outside. We believe there are several humans inside, mostly as enforcers, and they have Dwergar alchemists as the primary formulators of the drug. We also believe that there may be an underground section to the island that will need to be cleared out.
Understood. Thank you for the information.
Also, I again caution you not to mess with the natural guardians of the island because they are lethal.
Could they be swayed? I don't really know what you mean by a native guardian. Are they?
Giant crabs.
Who's that? Do you know anything about the head honcho?
The head honcho has been very reclusive and has not stuck his head out of the building in over a month. We do not know who that is.
Do you know if the crabs could be swayed? Like if we threw food over the fence, you think we could maybe get them to like run in front of us?
Potentially, that would be an interesting approach.
Coin sits up in his chair. Oh, that would actually work. Oh yeah.
I mean, they're wild
Good plan,
animals.
Coin.
Maybe if we had like someone that was more like a druid with us, that would be interesting, huh? Oh, whatever.
Not really looking to recruit right now. I'm still trying to get everyone here to do one job.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Hey, druids are just a legend, aren't they?
No.
I don't know.
Crystal said,
I've read lots and lots of stories.
I have a cousin who was a druid.
Oh.
You have so many cousins.
Well, I guess according to Saphira, they must be legendary.
I used to have a lot of cousins.
Well, they are. The stories remain throughout the family.
Wait, why don't you have any? What happened to your cousins?
Who are you talking to?
Coin.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're legendary,
Oh,
like,
I come from the Sea Toads. Yeah, a lot of them go out of their territory sometimes, and it doesn't really work out for them. It doesn't really. Turns out when you go into someone else's territory and try to just take their shit, they're not really happy about it.
yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah, snakes, cats, just some pissed off hobo they stole their food from. It got 100 stories.
Okay, maybe not that many stories.
Oh.
Coin, like, he's not like turning his head, but he's just like he didn't expect to elaborate. He's just like, yeah, no, I don't keep track. I got a lot of cousins. What, I think I got a list of how each of them perished.
It's
Chris,
important to
have
remember that
siblings, not
information.
fathom.
Listen, not every grung is as savvy as me, and let's be honest, not many of them are as tall as anything. So a couple of them probably got stepped on for all I know.
Ouch.
Well, at the very least, I will help remember your cousin Wobo, who died by giant snake.
I liked Wopo.
Oh yeah. R.I.P.
My favorites were Wopo and Jinjo. Jinjo got stepped on. I don't remember by what. It was something with scales. I think he turns to Ruzit. How big do the other party, the Cobalt? How big do those get?
We don't get that big. I mean, how about as big as one would get?
Huh. I just remember something big with scales stepped on it.
Like a dragonborn? They were humanoid,
Dragon.
right?
Well, it had feet and it stepped. That's what I know.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Lizards, folk. I've heard of lots of different types of scaly kind.
All I know is Jinjo is trying to take something. I don't know. I think he was like trying to sneak something off a pedestal and set up an alarm, get stepped on, that kind of thing.
I wish my cousin would get stepped on by something scaly.
Read, did you start reading books already?
What? Oh, did I say that out loud?
That can be arranged. That's a hit job or another kind of job. I don't know what you're looking for though.
Cousin Bryn?
Forget I said anything.
No, tell us about your cousin.
Let's another time. Let's move on. Are we finished here?
As
Unless
far
we get
as
any
you have
information
other
we need.
questions- Any other questions you have for me?
I guess I've heard of similar stories with my father, Rishi, but...
Once it's done, where do we reach out? We send you a pigeon, meet you at endpoint. What's the end game here?
Well, I
actually...
will leave that to you. Do you wish to return here to get payment, or do you wish to get paid at Inland Point?
I guess it's probably more convenient just to go to Ending Points, right?
Yeah, I don't think we have any other business here. To come back to you.
So speaking of business here, I mean, we were talking about getting ready and supplies and stuff. I mean, what was that alchemist's name again?
My contact's name is Stefan.
Do they sell to us? Would they sell to us?
No, but he may be able to provide what you need. What are you looking for?
I was just curious if they had like any sort of potions that might help us take out those those crime lords or whatever. I mean, we have potions of healing. I know there's other types of potions out there. I don't know too much about it though. Just curious because you have a supplier and all.
Be specific.
And Ruse is like kind of racking his brain, trying to remember like any sorts of potions that he had to deal with his time in like the guard.
I think there was like, oh yeah. I remember there was like this green potion, and it made you all really big and scary. It helped us scare off some of the people trying to mess with us in the tribe.
A potion of growth?
Yeah.
I will have one delivered to the ship.
Hopefully that'll help.
Hopefully you don't drink it on this ship. Otherwise, we're gonna fix some holes.
Well, I mean, if we're going on the island, I think any sort of scuffle will probably not be on the ship. At least once we get there. Though who knows what we might find on the way there.
It depends where we dock, he says.
Does he have any potion of dark vision?
He looks at you. No.
You know what we
Usually
could
those are handled by criminals who are attempting to do things in the dark. Why?
How about how about people who can't see shit in the dark? But they're trying to do work for you. How about that?
You know, Coin, I did
They
recommend maybe
usually-
getting...
They usually use torches, or they get a pair of these.
Yeah!
This is in-
Right, yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
bring
that's
my
what I was
torch.
thinking of!
Oh
Oh,
my god.
I'm so happy! I finally don't have to deal with that dumb... I don't want no more lights! I love raiding in the dark! That's what I'm made for!
Yeah, I'll just bring the torch when I'm diving underwater. That should work. Hey, okay.
No, he places a set of the goggles of night, one set, on the table.
Coin's not reaching out, but he looks over to Crystal, who he knows also cannot see. And he's like, do you have a second by chance? Looking
If we
back to
could
the
buy a second, I mean...
I do not.
Yeah,
Crystal
but we could
pushes
find
the
a
glass.
second.
Crystal pushes the glasses towards Coin. I'm pretty obvious in the dark, so you might as well take them.
Coin looks for a moment, reaches out to grab him, looks at him, and he's like, "No takebacks." And he gives like a little thankful wink, and then I assume
Crystal
it's
winks
not,
at him. Yeah.
it's not like that dark in this area, so but he'll put him on his head, try him on, look around, and then pull him off so they're just resting on his head.
Ah, finally! No more piggyback rides in the battle.
Well,
Crystal winks at Ruzin. Now you got me.
Well,
Bridget, you still run faster than I do, so just strategy.
As long as we're asking, some of my, we'll say more competitive classmates at university indulged in some kind of potion of, I don't actually know what it was called, but it was clearly some kind of stimulant that let them react faster and more often and more quickly.
Bryn, we have
yeah.
enough drugs. Why are you asking about this?
He's offering. I may as well ask. I don't actually know what it's called, and their use was not expressly banned at university, but it was frowned upon. I was wondering if that sounds familiar to you, if you have anything like that.
Or if you have a vial of intervention, we'll take one of those.
He smiles and goes, "I'm afraid I am all out of the substance
Oh,
in
well.
question."
Thank you anyway. It was worth a shot.
I mean, if you're talking about, like, moving all fast and stuff, I mean, doesn't a drug do that?
No, I'm asking about a magic item which currently does not exist and might let me take multiple reactions in a round. Which there's no name for it, but it's on my character's wish list. So I thought I would bring it up at some point.
This guy does not have that potion on him.
I didn't think you would, but it seemed like a good chance to ask for it in game. All right, well,
Keep that in mind.
thank you very much. I guess we should. We did fight in the gladiator ring today. I'm still a little sore from that, so I would much like to go back to the ship and take a rest.
Well, we can get on our way and rest while the ship's moving.
You fought in a gladiator? You waited this long to tell me that you fought in a gladiator ring?
Yeah, it was so fun! We won! Oh, I sliced them up!
They did pretty well, and they walked out
We're the
afterwards.
pain makers! We bring the pain!
Oh yeah, sorry. We may have forgotten to mention that, but we doubled our money. It was a good. We got fighting
Holy
today.
shit.
I got a green dunce hat.
Oh yeah,
what?
yeah. Did you not notice the floppy green hat?
Well, the hat and the books, I don't know. I just didn't really want to ask any questions.
I saw you wearing that hat even before we had it, Bryn.
You know, I glared at one of the enemy combatants and they were stuck the whole time, just in awe of my presence.
So cool.
I actually think they
Did you bring
passed
back
out
any
from the
popcorn?
smell.
Oh.
That too.
Wish I got these glasses before we went there. We could have actually watched. I saw a couple punches fly. I'm still proud of you.
So, it seems that you, Mr. Coin, are the organizer of this motley group.
Organize
So,
is, well, yeah, that's a word.
he slides you the purple gem that's on the table.
Coin looks at it,
And
and
look at that.
Coin briefly tries to perceive whether he's familiar with it or if he needs to inquire on what it does. What would that roll be?
Roll an Arcana check. It's wow, you will have heard of this thing. Let me just send you the whole page.
A page.
I'd reckon this is something Coin may not have used, but he's traded objects around. He's seen a move. He's
Yep.
may know of it.
There you go. If you want to share that with the party, you can. Otherwise, just add that to your character sheet.
All right. Everyone here will just see Coin staring at it for a moment, flipping it over, looking at it, seeming pretty content with it. He's not like hoarding it or anything, but he'll drop it in the bag of holding, and he'll look around, seeing if anyone's curious about it. But he's not interrupting the current conversation to do that.
Gerard stands, gives you guys a military-like bow. Have a good day. I'll ensure that that potion makes its way into the ship. You'll find it right behind the ship's wheel.
Thank you
Have a good
kindly.
day.
And you?
And he stands up and walks out.
Well, he got a new job.
Hey, 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold
That's a lot of
apiece. That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of
Next
payday
time
I used to dream of.
Hey, that's
the painmakers go into the ring, we can really double some money.
Oh.
we don't need to go in there to double it. Just no one take that drug or get hit with it. We can just sell all these antidotes. We'll double it. I like that idea more than gambling it away, but that's just me.
Well, let's not count our
Not gamble
chickens.
it away, gamble it together. Gamble more of it.
Well, if we double our money and then we double our money again, then we've quadrupled our money.
Aye, and then we double that. And we
I don't know how many times that is.
8.
8 times!
What is it?
There are better ways to make money and more money, and it's not what you're
eight
proposing.
times,
Let's
though.
see if
That's a-
Rusin
that's
knows
an
what
exponent.
octuple. Let's see if Rusin knows the word octuple is.
We octuple the money.
I want to do a check to see if Coin knows what that word means.
Intelligence check, please. Magic.
He doesn't?
Nope.
Nice.
It's another
Coin looks
made-up
at Rusin confusingly. Do what?
Oct. 8 times. 8 times the money.
It's not 8 times the money if you're doubling on top of doubling.
No, doubling on top of doubling on top of doubling.
I know, that's what I mean. It's not. That's an exponent. That's not a multiplication. Never mind. we should go to the boat now.
Oh,
Wait, Brent, don't you know math?
Can we just go? Bryn wants to go back to the ship and lose himself in one of his books, which is what happens after his cousin comes up in conversation. So he doesn't want to talk about it, but he'd like to go.
He's gonna get stepped on by a dragon.
He'd like to go read a book and forget about other people for a while.
I'm
So,
so
as you
excited for you
guys
to read this
get
book.
As you guys get up to leave, you guys notice that the woman has already been paid, and you guys will head on out. and in the distance you see Gerard talking to some people. A guy in a white robe runs down towards the ship.
A guy in a white robe. Have we seen
Looks
anybody
like a
else
letter.
wearing a robe like that?
Well, the
It's
priest of the temple
stereotypical
with
of
white robes.
monks. Yeah. Very stereotypical of the monks of MKL.
Interesting. Very interesting.
They seem to be in a hurry.
And then you realize, oh yeah, he promised that you guys would have a potion dropped off at the ship.
Okay, that was my first guess, but it's okay. Yeah.
Coin looks
so-
around to everybody. I got my bucket. You guys doubled your money. Do we got anything else to do around here?
Crystal's gonna. Can she walk up to Gerard, like kind of like last minute, and ask him? She's gonna refer to the vial again. She's gonna say, "Is there anyone that would be able? Is Stefan the type of person that would be able to teach me how to do this?
To do what exactly?
Make this? Make
No.
antidotes?
The antitoxin? Yes.
Yeah.
And he will hand you the recipe for antitoxin.
Okay. Thank you." And then she's gonna run back to everybody else.
Coin seems to be prepared to walk back to the ship.
Going back to the ship. All right.
Yep. Likewise.
As you guys get to the ship, the skinny has been installed. Your new rowboat is tied to the back of the ship,
Nice.
and you guys have had your services done to the ship by your local shipwright. You guys
Yeah.
are ready to board and head out. Is there any other preparation you guys would like to do?
Oh, I can't think of anything.
Yeah, kick Pitney Bones off.
Well, that's we can't do that yet. Well, I mean, we could ask her if she wants. I mean, I have no desire to interact with Pitney Bones after she kind of. I feel slightly.
It is
I-
not conveyed to the party by Coin that he wants to, but Coin thinks to himself like, we could just kick her off.
Ev-
And
everyone.
they're not gonna let me, but we could.
Yeah, I feel not exactly betrayed by Pitney Bones, but more I feel embarrassed at my own naivete that we sort of assumed that Pitney was acting in good faith, and that she was perfectly happy to just let the Protectorate come and pick us up and presumably kill us and give her the ship back. And so, whatever
Yeah,
sort of
what does
goodwill-
Pitney Bones have against us?
Probably the fact that we took a ship from her.
What else does she have against us?
Eric nods.
It was only one ship, and she took us first.
Yeah, like, if it was 2 ships, I understand, but 1.
As far as I'm concerned, any goodwill that Pitney had is gone. I promised her a ride to Enland Point in exchange for the Sood, and if I feel like if we go back on that, I'll have some kind of horrible curse put on me. But besides that, it's just we'll tolerate her for as long as necessary, and then
Coin is
And-
actually, as we're walking on, Coin's gonna say, and maybe if we tell Pitney we're going to a drug island, she'll get off.
that seems like a even bigger mistake.
Oh, because then we have the right, because he said clear out the island. She's on the island now. Just tweak the deal, you know?
Did you tell her we would go directly to Inland Point, or it's...
No, I did not. And
So
we
are you
did not
saying you
make
want to
that
alter the
promise.
deal?
Yeah,
No,
further if possible.
I see no issue with this.
Crystal kind of likes having the option to hotbox whenever she wants, so she's a little bit more sussed out.
So we're all slowly
You don't want to get rid of the
drugs.
dealer, guys.
But, yeah.
So convenient.
I mean, sometimes it's good to forget about things, but that's besides the point.
Enland Point was our final intended destination, and that has not changed. So as far as I'm concerned, going to this crab island to root out these drug dealers is not a breach of the deal. If anybody else wants to go and ask her
All right,
what
hear me out.
if she wants to get off,
Hear me out. We have a rowboat. Middle of the night, just pick up Pidney while she's sleeping, throw her on the rowboat, push it in the direction of Inland Point, still kind of fulfilling the deal.
no, that
Use
does
our
not
new
even
rowboat.
come close to fulfilling the deal.
Not the boat.
Just to clarify, I would never give Pidney the boat. We're gonna get the boat back, but we just send her there and then take the boat back.
How on earth do
So-
you get the boat back?
So she
Oh,
dies.
I get my boat back.
She
You
gets
get your boat back.
I get my boat
Okay.
back. That's not
Okay.
a question.
When we get to the boat, I'm going to run up and take a post behind the wheel and look at Saphira for my next
Don't forget,
Sailing
there's
lesson?
supposedly a potion of enlarge back there.
There's a potion of enlarge reduce there.
I've already forgotten.
Bridget happily grabs it.
Bridget, grab a potion of growth to your character sheet.
All right. Bryn, with Coin's permission, Bryn is going to go through the bag of holding. He's going to
Coin hands it
he's
off.
going to
He's
grab
not-
his collection of books and also I forget what it's called, but there's an amulet of like force protection.
Yeah, you can check the bag of holding in the
brooch of shielding.
if you need to in like the second tab of Roll20. You can.
Yeah,
check
I
it.
have it open. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'd
Coin's
like
not
to-
pressure. Like he's not pushing for details on what you're getting. He just holds the bag out. He's like, hand it bag when you're done.
Alright. Yeah. So I'll edit the bag.
Sure.
To account for what I'm removing. I'd like to add the brooch of shielding to my inventory. If anybody else wants it, you're welcome to it. But I'm gonna grab it for now, and then I'm gonna remove my 14 adventure novels as well.
Yeah, I didn't
then-
grab the name of it, so I just wrote down adventure novels.
Yeah, I didn't grab the name either in my. It was like a.
Well, you're looking at the book now, so you can probably
exotic
figure it out.
tomes and exotic tales and how to use them. I think it was called.
Right.
Oh, which
And
volume
so,
are
yeah.
you looking at?
Well, I'd like to settle in between. I'm not going to go below deck because it stinks to high heaven down there, but I'll sort of bury myself in a corner between the stairs and the side of the rail, and I'd like to open what appears to be the first book in the
It's labeled
tome.
Volume 1.
Yep.
And as you go through, there's a foreword to the book from Rogmesh.
All right.
And it explains his personal history and a little bit of a biographical bit about himself. And it goes through how he was a former priest of Shar who found his profession as a priest of destruction to be counter to what he wanted to embody.
Mhm.
And so over time he decided that he no longer wanted to participate in such a nihilistic religion, and so he has switched over to the goddess Buru of the Four Fates.
Okay.
B-U-R-U. B-U-R-U. There you go.
All right.
And to experience pleasure and the present in all of its current states
Okay.
is his new goal in life, and to express that to the masses is his hope and dream that these books assist in fulfilling that desire.
Maybe not what I was expecting, but it's an interesting story. Is there like a chapter 1, or what's after the foreword?
As you turn the page to chapter 1, it says Asimar. and you see a very anatomically correct rear end of a beautiful angelic woman with a long feathered tail.
Would you? Okay, I may have misheard
How do you
you.
use it?
Is anyone
You said-
around Britain while they're reading this book?
Okay,
Yeah.
no, all of you shut up. I got a question to ask. I want to make sure I heard Eric correctly. Did you say an anatomically correct rear end? Jesus Christ. All right. Okay. Well, again, not what I was expecting, but maybe I'm starting to understand where this is going.
This artwork is nearly medicinal in accuracy. You
I
can see every pore, every fold,
I'm
everything.
sure someone else can appreciate that, but I'd like to turn the page. What's the next?
Is Brent willing to show anyone else this book? Is the question.
This page is bugbear.
But okay, we're gonna close the book.
No, you're getting to the good part. Come on.
Okay.
Wait, where's the one with the dragon? Where's that page?
Wait, are you reading over my shoulder? Come on.
like Ruth is kind of like climbing up the side of like the wall trying to get a peek because he cannot actually look at the book.
All right. Well,
As you go through, as you
Yeah.
quickly thumb through the pages, you realize that the Asimar chapter is close to 100 pages, and it has different depictions of the same woman in a variety of poses, doing all sorts of naughty things with her tail.
Hey, at least there's no one getting stepped on.
They are exceedingly creative.
I'm sure they are.
This is educational.
I'd like to turn to the end of the first tome, and I'd like to my intention is to determine whether the first tome ends with Z or whether it stops partway through the alphabet, implying that the other tomes are a continuation of the first one.
It actually does stop with Z.
Okay.
However, when you go to the next volume, it's got a different selection of different species.
Ugh. All right. Well, this isn't going to be quite the reading that
All
I.
of these books, a couple of the chapters will overlap with different examples of the species, along with new ways to use tails.
Oh, good. I was worried there wasn't enough of that in the first book. All right. Well, short
Our
version.
series is exotic tails and how to use them.
Wait, is tail spelled Tails?
Oh, yeah, I think I heard about.
Maybe you should have got the dictionary too.
Ruth is still like peeping, and he's like, I think I remember like, or I think there was something about how Dita did one of these moves on Rishi, but
Okay.
never mind.
I feel that I was misled, but I will say it is partially my fault because my character in my other campaign is a College of Spirits bard, and their primary feature is called Tales from Beyond, spelled Tales. And so I was expecting, I thought it might be something like that. But
This is
all right,
very much in character for Bryn. So,
I'm
I
not
love
disputing that.
this so much.
Well,
very much in character for Ruza too.
It's at this point,
Crystal
I
is
walk
walking toward Bryn. Walking toward Bryn because usually she sleeps close to him because she can't go downstairs. So she is walking toward you.
I wonder if Rishi read this book.
As you were passing through the book quickly, you did pass the centaur section. And it will burn into your mind that this was behind a beaded curtain inside the bookstore.
Well, that's a lesson learned the hard way.
Behind a big curtain.
We'll relieve you to know that Coin does
Please
not
let me
yet
when
know
Bryn wants
what
to
you are reading.
research one of his specific books.
All right. Well, it's useful to know that if anybody in the party ever wants I don't know, expertise in mating with other species, we have that option. But for now, I
Or-
think we're gonna put
Or
the
we
books
find
away.
someone that's a little low on reading material, and they can be swayed with a book or two.
Absolutely,
Maybe.
no. We're not
Can
forcing
it-
someone else to read this. We're
Eric,
No,
can
not
it-
forcing.
exactly what
Obviously,
you're
like
saying.
some dudes, like I got nothing to read over here.
Can it,
Maybe you can pawn it off.
Eric, can it be canon that Rishi read the dragon section of this book, and that was how they did it? They wooed did it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That should totally be canon, because that's fucking hilarious.
You
Yeah.
Ruse did not just say that.
Rishi did.
I think-
Rusa did not.
Rishi did. That's why Ruzit
Right.
exists.
Exactly.
All right.
So-
well,
Hey, Bryn, just make sure you take a look at Volume 6. The artistry, splendid.
You've read it?
that would be hilarious if
I have-
Sapphira.
I have a tale. Why wouldn't I read it?
Who do you think checked it into the library?
I'm imagining Sapphira's like already read this somewhere else. Like just as part of their backstory, they've already read the entire series. Anyway, I'm gonna go put these back in the bag of holding, and I'm trying really hard not to look at Crystal's tail.
Ruzit looks
around
at
shit.
Saphira and says, "Well, now that you say that," and Ruzit looks back at their own tail.
Not so well. Okay, so has it been established if Rin returned the bag of holding to Coin after getting the books, or do you still have it?
Yes. No, you're the keeper of the bag of holding for now, so I picked up the stack of books and the brooch of shielding out of the
I get
the
that.
bag of holding. And now I'm coming back to try and put the books back in.
Okay, Coin. I assume you convey that you want the bag of holding.
Yes.
Coin's gonna start reaching for it, and he's gonna say, like, "You got like a whole collection of that. Well, what are you trying to like study on?"
I sometimes read adventure stories just to get away from life. It turns out these books maybe aren't exactly what I thought they were, and
What are they like? Are they like you're looking for like adult fiction? Like you got like young adult fiction? What do you mean?
yes, I was looking for something along the lines of young adult fiction. Look, it's not important. The important thing is I'm not reading any more of these books.
Well, I mean, I just like you're trying to hear like a tale about an adventure, right? Someone up on the open seas. You trying to like learn something? Coin says as he's looking at the spine of the book, which I assume is in view of him as he's pulling out the bag.
Oh yeah, all the books are just there. Yeah, a story of someone on the open sea would be fantastic, and frankly, that's what I was looking for. But it turns out that when the adventure section of the bookstore is not the kind of that particular bookstore is not the kind of adventure that I was looking for.
His eyes are squinted. He's like, "You're being really vague. I want to do a check. Coin definitely has not read these books, but I want to see if he can ascertain based on the name of it what its contents might be."
Actually, yeah, I'll let you judge on that. It is notable that they do come in a rainbow set.
Coin looks at it and he says, "I can't help but notice that's tail with an eye."
Well, yeah, there's a reason for that.
Boy,
Now,
I didn't open the book.
Coin's not pushing for detail. I assume like he's handed off the bag of holding to Bryn as he's like shuffling them into it, and he's
Look,
just watching.
You can read them if you want to. It's not.
Coin's eyes open up, and he's like, "I'm not really into smut, but
yeah, me neither."
hand the bag of
And I
holding
close
back
the
when you're
bag.
done."
Yeah.
This wouldn't really be qualified as that. It's more of a non-fiction.
I figure Coin knows that it's like it's not smut. It's just like an assortment of information. But he's just kind of razzing Bryn.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Saphira, like.
But Coin knows it's not like hard smut.
What are you guys reading?
Nothing.
I'm reading Bryn's face right now. That's what I'm doing.
With all this talk about tales, I mean.
Did you
I wonder
already
if
read
I
all
could fit that in
14
my combat
volumes?
routine.
God, I hope
That was
he didn't.
fast.
Yeah, I'm a fast reader.
Oh,
I
are we
mean,
just like passing them around now? Is that like are you just giving him to Coin? Is he nice?
You wouldn't like him. It's yeah. Coin's got him. He might take him a while to get home.
Bryn, you're on
Okay.
mopping the deck duty.
Please roll a persuasion check because you're not deceiving her.
That was intended to be deception because I definitely haven't read all of them, and Coin's probably not reading them either.
Let's roll it.
My persuasion bonus is higher, but I think my character intends deception right now.
Let's go ahead and try to deceive Crystal.
Alright.
Crystal, please roll an insight check.
Alright, she's
Coin's-
wisdom, so she's
Well,
gonna have
Coin's
like
here
plus
too, so
7.
he's technically reading the
Did you say an
situation.
insight check?
Yes, please.
Yep, there's the plus 5.
Crystal, so you know that they are lying to you about the book. Do you care?
She's gonna. I mean, it kind of bothers her that you guys are lying to her, but she's gonna act like it's not.
Coin,
I mean,
what did Coin say?
I mean,
Goodbye. Well,
all right.
So, Saphira,
Are-
you've read
like-
this?
You've read it too? Wait, okay.
No.
Ruzid, no.
No, I haven't read it. I'm just wondering. Well, maybe my father read it, but
Bryn
that's
just
beside the
walks
point.
away at this point.
Okay,
I
Saphira,
want
have
nothing
you?
more to
This
do
is
with this
important.
conversation.
This is important, Saphira. Have you read it?
Of course.
Where's the section on dragons?
Yeah, I believe that's. I don't have the volumes all memorized, but maybe 3, 4.
I'll have to check that out
Not
later.
sure.
It sounds like you do have them memorized. By the
Nah,
fact
just-
that you were able to give any answer whatsoever.
11. Eric's like 11.
way up.
I'm not surprised. Listen, I'm not surprised Bryn got it. I'm surprised he got 14 of them.
So, like,
Picky reader, I guess.
I don't know. This got me all thinking. Like, what if I tried to mix up my combat routine with the tales? I mean, I'm always about,
No.
stopping enemies. and getting
Coin
them
puts his
out.
hands up. Whatever you're about to propose,
This
Yeah,
ain't
just do it in the dark and tell me to take my glasses off.
Out of character. Am I allowed to use? Is a tail a valid appendage to grapple someone with?
If you were to take Tavern Brawler, yes.
I have Tavern Brawler.
Very well.
Okay, well, you guys know what's happening next combat.
This
Oh,
is
dear.
why
I
we
don't.
study. This is why we study.
If something out of this, if something positive came out of this, and that's that Ruzid realizes he can grab people by the tail to immobilize them in combat, I'm fine. That's a net positive
like,
for the party.
it's like we've done a greater good for the party. This is what we've learned.
If the result of this is I spent 14 silver and Ruzid knows how to grab things by the tail, fine.
That's right. Copious.
Oh my god.
Alright,
And how Ruzid's dad and Canon read the dragon part of the book.
alright. Eric, you win
Yes,
this
sir.
round.
That's what let him.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got me.
For the record, these books have existed in my campaigns for years.
Well, I fell for it. So, yeah,
I'm glad.
you got me. You win this round.
Now you understand why I was concerned that I didn't want to know which book he was picking up.
Well, now that all the debacle's over, why don't we actually disembark?
So I want to do.
enough with the tails. Now time to sail.
I want to do a
Oh.
moment of bookkeeping with Eric.
So
So, sorry to like spring this out of nowhere. We picked up a rug a few sessions ago. We established we didn't want to put it down due to the smoke, but we didn't establish where it was. Is it fair to? Where's it?
I have it.
Oh,
I assume you haven't been carrying a rug around, unless it's like
Two and
a
a half.
like maybe
I
you can make it
rolled
a
it up.
cape.
Put it on top of my backpack like a bedroll. I am a badass.
Okay, okay. Tani has been carrying a rug. All right. I just wanted to make sure it was accounted for. I didn't want to get lost in the
Yep.
numbers. All right, that's fine. I won't follow up much then. They're
You can
the
have it if you want it.
Wait, I mean, if Tati walks by, Coin's going to say, like, you still have the rug on.
I've been walking by all day, man. Yeah, I got the rug.
Okay,
I'm holding it
Coin
on.
will say to Tati as we're on the ship at some point, like, you can put the rug down. Not down, but like, I got a bag. Or like a room.
If you want it, just grab it off my bag. I'm sailing the ship out of this harbor.
Are you like doing weight training? I don't want to like take that away from you.
Ooh, weight training could be fun, but not with a rug. Probably with, some weights.
Yeah, something a bit more
Wait.
condensed.
If you're doing weight training,
Like
can I
Ruzi.
join? Wait, what?
Oh, speak of the kobold, the dragon. What did Ruzit say as he was walking up?
I said, what? You want to do weight training? I'm Tati. I mean, I'm down to do that together.
How do you
Sounds fun.
feel about being used as a dumbbell, Ruzit?
I'm not that heavy. What?
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Don't you be calling him a dumbbell? It's not very kind of you.
No, see, listen. You start with Ruzit when he's just Ruzit, but when he gets angry and green, that's where you're doing the heavy lifting.
I'm gonna be real. If I get angry and green or whatever you want to describe it as, I think Tati's honestly gonna get crushed.
Well, obviously, if she doesn't start with you in this form, that's how you start somewhere.
Bruiser just gives Coin a puzzled look, like what the hell? What the hell are you doing?
Coin just looks sad in that no one gets his humor on this shit. He just sighs deeply. Tati, rug, you want it or not?
I've only been holding it for you, Coin.
He just pulls out the bag of holding and holds it out like a trick or treat. He's like, put it in the bag, Tati.
I will let go of the steering wheel and run over to the bag and put
Oh, I didn't.
and then put a rug in the bag of holding while the steering wheel spins. Here you go. And then I will run back real quick.
Coin's jaw is open.
Talk about criminal incompetence.
Eric, what is the name? What should I write for the rug? It doesn't matter. Can I just say
Just
decent rug? All right.
Yeah.
The rug.
All right. Coin just takes note of that, puts it back, and he's please keep the shore offshore.
All right. So, you guys departing from the dock.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
And Tati is driving the ship.
Well,
That is the case.
I am still waiting for Saphira to finish the lesson, but I learned how to drive it straight, and I'm pretty sure navigating out of the harbor is the next step.
Well, I got this some books. That's may
You got the books. One of the libraries, the most powerful weapon the players have.
so, and I'll like take one of the books out of my backpack and open it. Step 1, and just start relaying instructions.
Do we still have that potion of enlarge so I can steer this thing?
What?
I'm
not
my
giving
trust
you.
is waning.
Fine.
So, Saphira, can I get you to roll an investigation as you are reading the book, and we'll see if the part of the book you're reading is any pertinence to the situation at all.
Ooh.
Okay,
Gonna be the
Ooh.
forward.
very good.
Thank God
Alright.
you can read. You're not illiterate.
So, Tati,
Yes.
with advantage, but no proficiency, can I get you to roll your survival check?
Okay.
awesome. The ship rams the dock.
Oh, isn't it 13?
Yes. With advantage.
It scrapes the dock.
Coin can be seen like tugging on Alier's like leg, like I'm begging you to just steer it. As long as you're willing to be here, just steer it.
Ruzin like is looking at Sapira, looking at Dottie.
Starboard, not port.
There aren't any stars, Sapphira. I don't know where to look.
Then look at the port and steer the
We're
other
not
way.
gonna make it.
Oh,
We're not
okay.
gonna make it unless you steer.
I got it.
Why can't we just get Allier on the wheel? Like, don't they know what they're doing compared to you two?
I think a small part of Bryn is secretly hoping that the ship flounders and everybody drowns.
Crystal's gonna run over and try to grab the wheel. She's gonna be like, "What are you guys reading?"
Please roll your survival check. As Allier starts walking towards the steering wheel.
Oh.
It's too many cooks in the kitchen, guys. Help.
If I give back my inspiration from last week, can we just pretend this whole session never happened?
The ultimate power move. For reset session, every player gives up their inspiration. Reroll the session.
As
Can we
the
just hold it together?
steering wheel is being grabbed from me, I can't. I'm very spiteful, and I just spin it in the other direction and dive away.
I'll drop the fee. You won't have to pay anything, Ali. Just please, anything.
Fine.
I'm about to throw you all overboard! You guys are useless!
She will reach up and take the wheel, and she's going to try to drive the ship.
With everyone
Too
fighting
many
over the
cooks
wheel.
in the kitchen.
Look, it's not. That doesn't count when 90% of you aren't cooks.
I did it better than this.
That's too many janitors yelling at the cook in the kitchen.
Between the four of you who are trying to drive the ship will eventually straighten out and head towards the harbor.
I was doing better than all y'all before you got here.
Why is this a contest? We just want to get the damn ship out of port. If you want to have a contest, I could do like a arm wrestling match or something. I don't know.
And there is lesson number 1 or number 3. I do not know how many lessons we've had.
Well, I
Only
forget
one
the
person
other lessons,
steers
so
the
we'll
ship
start with this
at the
one.
top.
Coin is considering hitting everyone at the wheel except Ali with a slap, just so they get poisoned and walk away. Like if I knock one of them out, they might get the idea.
You guys will eventually get the ship out of the harbor and out to sea.
We did it! After like forever!
Coin is mouthing thank you to Allier.
He smiles sweetly and gestures to the fact that Tati is the one currently at the wheel.
Speaking of,
Tati is at the wheel as Allier and Crystal and Saphira are all adjusting sails into different directions.
What we need is like one of those little like steering wheels you put for like the baby in the car. They think they're right. We just need like 3 of those.
All right.
Coin will calm down and be more relieved once it seems like we're out. We're not pulling to the side.
Crush it.
Yeah.
Ruzid looks like he's a little spent after that whole debacle.
And Coin will intermittently throughout this voyage, he'll pull out his map, walk up to the wheel. Once it's not so hectic, he'll say, "This is where we're trying to go. All right, do you know how to get there?" To Tati, who is at the wheel.
I will look at Saphira for instruction. And confidently add yes.
Could you tell me the first step?
Only one person drives the ship.
Coin takes a breath. Could you tell me the second step?
No, I haven't gotten to step 2 yet.
Coin is gonna pull out his compass, look out on the horizon where the shore is. If the sun's visible, he'll take note of it, and he will try and ascertain where we should moving right now, direction wise.
Got it.
Yeah, because I assume out of character we're going mostly north. I forgot where we are relative to the dot, but
Correct. You guys are currently south of where you want to go for Crab Island.
okay. Coin will look back at the shore, see it's, I assume, behind us. We're going the right direction, right?
Yes.
Coin's gonna say, like, north. He holds the compass up to Tati, points at the N on it. North. We're going north.
Okay. Got
That's step 2. Okay.
Go north. Step 2.
Whenever you think you're not going north, ask me.
Okay. I will ask you if I think I'm not going north.
Coin still does not seem totally convinced. Out of character, do you need a
Yes, sir.
proficiency to read a compass? Or is it kind of intuitive?
Yes, but you've got that with your background, if I remember correctly.
Mhm.
All right. I'm simply checking because I'm assuming I can't hand Toddy the compass and she'll know what she's looking at.
You can hand it to her and tell her, look at this. Yeah.
right.
The cartographer's tools would be more
High
like
technology.
would be the sextant and charts and things.
I'm still behind on my homework of learning as a person what a sextant and the other things. But yeah, I know what a compass does. So yeah, Coin's going. He's gonna stay nearby the wheel. He's not trying because he's got some of his own business, but he's like, Tati, we gotta get to the place we're going. All right. So
Aye, aye.
he looks at Saphira, tries to read that there's some level of confidence here, and then when he gets that, he will wander in earshot, but further away.
All right.
He's got this.
So can I add with all of this book assistants and many people yelling at me that I have a 1 success in learning to sail a boat?
Yes, you have a success.
The rest of us do not have success.
It is your first one.
You guys are the worst teachers ever. But I'm a brilliant student, so it's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys will sail for a while. Is there anything you guys want to do while sailing with the little rowboat being dragged behind on your way to Crab Island? Any preparations, any rests you would like to take, etc.?
A long one, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm hoping to take a long rest. I would also like to attune to the brooch of shielding during that time. And Eric, I don't know your specific house rules on attunement, but I'd also like to take that time to examine the green floppy hat. I don't know if it's an item that I can attune to, but I would like to attempt to attune to it if it is.
Okay. Let me pull up the green floppy hat. You guys go ahead and take your long rest.
Nice.
Everyone go ahead and do that.
I have a question that
Yes, sir.
it's not priority, so it can wait.
All right. What is your question?
So one, would you be okay with retroactively saying that before we took off, Coin filled the bucket with some water from the ocean?
Absolutely, that's fine.
All right. The second question, personal one. If you put a bucket with water in the bag of holding, does it spill?
Whoa, these are some deep questions.
I just gotta know.
What?
Let's see here. Explain how you put it into the bag of holding.
So I want to establish Coin hasn't put it in. I want to know, but let's assume the bag is held straight up, and the bucket is lowered into it upright.
Okay.
Is it
Uh,
when the bag tips that the water tips, or is it the angle at which the bucket's put in? Like if it's put in sideways, does it tip?
um, I don't want to screw you guys too much. We will say that your bucket of water will remain intact with the water inside the bucket.
All right. I want to clarify. I'm not
Unless,
trying to metagame and
unless you turn the bag upside down. If you turn the bag upside down, it's coming out upside down.
sure, I'm cool with that. I was just asking for moving around the ship's sake. I'm not thinking 100 sessions ahead, but that's good to know.
Yeah, I think that the extra dimensional space inside the bag of holding is gravity independent, and up is considered when you're opening it.
Right.
As long as you're opening it up. If you lay the bag of holding down and reach into it, water's going to pour out.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I assume I'm keeping the bag on my person upright.
Okay.
So, all right.
Um,
In that
just
case,
remember that you
Mhm.
can, on the bag of holding description, you can literally turn it upside down and dump everything out at once.
I
It's a thing
see.
you can do. So
Okay.
that is an option.
Good to know. With that said, Coin will figure out that there is a way to put it in without having it spill, and he makes sure there's nothing in there that would get ruined if it did spill, which I don't. I mean, there's a rug, but for the most part, Coin will put it in there, go through the hole, this pocket the wheel, and once we're sailing, he'll climb up the crow's nest. Hand up, pause.
Question. Yes.
Go for it.
Did anyone pick up the bag of potions off the table?
I assumed it was put on the ship, which is why I did not inquire. If it was,
Oh God.
Yes, I did. I picked up all those things as Coin's assistant. I always pick up the things.
that tracks right there.
That's-
Power move.
That tracks.
I carry his rug.
I
and pick
remember
up his
telling
potions.
Tati, like, please God, don't let these ones get left behind too.
I was a little surprised he didn't put them right in the bag because I thought that's what was going to happen. But I picked them up, put them next to the rug that I'm carrying.
It was conveyed that the priest was bringing it to the ship. So in my mind, that meant, oh, they're on the ship. The ramp is down. He's going to the ship. It's on the ship.
I look at Tati very sus. Tati, because you did not state you were taking the bag. I will.
I didn't take the.
She wasn't putting it into the bag of
potion
holding.
bag, not the bag of holding. Yeah.
Okay, so you took the bag, and you have the bag of potions.
Absolutely.
Too much is happening this session. Come on.
I call bullcrap, but we will let it slide.
Whenever we're in public, Tati
Yes.
follows Coin as his assistant.
I want to take Eric.
Whenever Coin
Eric, you have the recording.
is doing business, she's at his elbow.
No, I want to take Eric to court. Can you prove with your that you conveyed that it was on a table off the ship before we got on and left?
Did say that the bag was placed on the table and it jingled with lots of glass objects.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I heard it was on a table. I didn't realize that. I thought there was just a table on the ship, but I guess we don't have a table, so that's my
Guys,
fault.
we left the freaking bag.
So
Okay.
I will tell you that Gerard would not have left them there without you guys picking them up. So
I accept the outcome that Eric.
Nor
conveyed,
would we have
but-
left a bag that was in front of us on
We
the
definitely
table
would
and
not
walked
have left
away.
that. That makes no sense.
Yeah. That I acknowledge that none of us said we were taking it, but I do think I agree with the others that I think there is extremely unlikely that all of our characters would have just gotten up and left it there.
Coin,
Susan was talking about how happy they were they got the potions back.
No,
There's no way they would have forgotten.
Ace up sleeve, please. Coin uses his inspiration to tell Tati before we left. Please, God, pick up the potions.
Hey.
Tati, Go ahead and add 30 potions of healing to your character sheet.
30.
Oh, thank God.
God.
Dear God.
Can we distribute those?
Tati
For the
has
record-
30 potions of healing.
It would have been extremely funny if we had left them again.
I agree.
It would have
Just
been
saying.
fucking
Which is why I'm sitting
hilarious.
here going,
Wait,
and
can we just like
everybody panicked. Everyone had that pucker factor for just a moment because they're like, no, we didn't.
can we like have 5 each of us for now? Is that reasonable?
Mhm. Yeah.
That would be it divided evenly to 35 potions for each of us.
Yeah.
Okay,
You said it's a day to get to Crab Island?
Yes.
All right. Unless Tati stops me, I will take 5 potions out of the bag and add them to my inventory.
Yeah,
So
me too.
Crystal.
Same.
5 potions.
Coin will get them around the time he gets the rug.
Okay.
After, I know it's all higgly-biggly, but if it's a day and we had a long rest and we're continuing on, is there enough time for another sailing lesson?
You get 1 lesson per day.
Yes, I was just wondering, like, because we had a long rest and we're still, like, is it another day yet, or no?
No. You guys are going to have a night watch. If anyone wants to take that night watch,
Coin is in the crow's nest currently with his goggles on his eyes. I assume it's dark enough to necessitate it.
sure.
Oh,
For the
oh,
first
you're in
one.
the is Coin's in the crow's nest.
Yes.
Yep.
Crystal is going to sense that Coin had a very stressful time on the ship, and she's going to cast Create Water in the crow's nest so you can have it's like filled with water.
Okay.
You will like hear
Ah, yeah!
from very far up. And he pops his head over and looks around. He's like, "Who did that? Who put the water out here?"
Crystal's just gonna wave at him, but she's not gonna say anything.
He like points. He's like, "Ah!"
As
Damn
you
it.
wave up
Then
and
he goes back down.
as you wave up in Coin, the boat goes down a wave and then comes up, and the water within the crow's nest sloshes right over and lands directly on top of you, Crystal.
Oh my God! Do one nice thing. Gotta go rebraid my hair. I've gotta sit down and do all of that. Who's gonna steer the ship? She's just mumbling.
Coin is submerged in it.
I will.
While the crow's nest is submerged in water,
I-
Coin has advantage in all perception checks.
So I want to clarify this just to be safe. That Coin was standing when it was filled, so part of him I would think is over the water,
Yes.
and he's got a map on him. He's going to put it into the bag. If
Okay.
a bag is submerged, does it get wet?
The bag of holding?
If the bag
Or
of holding
your
is
bag.
submerged, is the contents wet?
No.
Okay.
Unless you open it.
He will put
Open
his
the
map.
bag of holding, there is bad juju.
Sure.
No.
He puts the map in, ties it neatly and tightly, and then descends submerged into the water after yelling a thanks to
Okay.
Crystal.
So
Just
cute.
don't open the bag of holding underwater because then I have to destroy the bag of holding.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
No, Coin is very careful with that. If anything, at some point within the first few minutes, he's going to be like, "I really shouldn't have this up here at all." And he'll pop his head out. He'll see like some of it is already sloshed out. And he's gonna start descending it very quickly. It almost seems like he's trying to get back in before it all falls out.
Okay. Cool.
He goes down it, bag of holding. He looks around and sees if anyone's nearby.
You're in a crow's nest filled with water. Nobody's
No,
nearby.
well, no, he descended it.
Okay. Then yeah.
Oh.
Pretty much
Who's like
Everyone's nearby.
Crystal's right underneath it.
the central part and not like on the edges or inside, I should say.
Mm.
He's going to hold up the bag of holding to Crystal. And he's like, "Hey, can you hold this? Hold this just for now."
Yeah, I can hold your purse.
Oh, and I don't want to throw you it. Okay, and then he throws you it.
Okay. Crystal
climbs-
catches him.
He climbs back up it after throwing the bag of holding to her. And I'm just I want to
Which way
make
does it land?
I want to clarify. He gets close enough that there's no way like that she doesn't catch it. He makes
I
sure.
understand.
He was very cautious of that. Then he
Crystal
goes.
starts holding it like a purse.
If anything, he'll walk up to her and just panic. Then he'll run back, climb up it, and you hear like almost a dive into it off the side. Maybe a
Okay.
belly flop. Yeah, and then that's what Coin's up to. He's swimming around in that water.
Cool. All right. Who wants to stay up for the first watch tonight?
I don't think Bryn is going to be able to sleep after the events of today. So I'll take the first watch.
So
All right.
Crystal.
So Crystal and Bryn. Everybody else going to go to sleep?
Coin doesn't seem to be in a rush right now.
Okay. Cool. So everybody else goes to sleep. I need perception checks from both Bryn and Crystal.
All right, we can do that.
For at least an
Oh.
hour, Coin doesn't seem to pop his head up from the crow's nest. You know he's up there, but he hasn't poked his head.
Bryn has had a rough day.
Oh yeah, I'm trying really hard not to look at Crystal, specifically her tail, and as a result, I'm just like not paying attention to anything.
Crystal's gonna sense that he's off a little bit. Are you okay? Are you sick?
No, but actually, I've been meaning to ask you, your cleric powers, do you have any kind of like memory modification? Or can you like wipe an event from someone's mind? Just curious.
That doesn't really sound like a cleric. I don't know. Maybe they have a potion for that. We probably could
Okay.
ask that Stefan
Well,
guy.
all right, worth a shot. Thanks anyway.
Sure. Crystal's just gonna keep driving the boat, just like, man, I don't know what his deal is.
All right. Crystal, as you keep a keen eye out, you're going to be able to keep a fair distance from a couple other ships that will be passing towards Ryport, but you obviously don't want to mess with them, so you keep a wide berth on them and continue headed north.
Okay.
As it gets to be about midnight, you've had a little bit of a cool breeze blow in. The clouds are wispy and occasionally block the moon, but otherwise, it's a nicely illuminated evening. Who would you like to wake up for your second shift?
I will wake up.
I will mention Coin hasn't left the crow's nest, but he does at some point kind of fall asleep up there. While he's awake, he's routinely the compass was not in the bag of holding. He's got this. Well, does a compass break underwater?
No.
Okay. He makes note to keep that on him and routinely check it.
In fact, many compasses use water within them.
Ooh. So it's twice as effective. Yeah, Coin checks it just to make sure we're not veering. But at some point, he will kind of snooze off in there. That's all.
Crystal's gonna walk up to Tati and Saphira both sleeping and do like eeny, meeny, miny, mo because she's worried about both of them during the shift. She lights up Saphira. She wakes Saphira up.
Saphira.
Are we there yet?
It's your turn. You gotta take the ship.
Awesome. And let's see. I'll wake up Tati as well.
All right.
Oh shit.
I was preparing for this actually.
How many people will screw in a light bulb?
All right, so Saphira and Tati, you guys get up and go to drive the ship. Please roll perception checks as you are on watch from midnight to 4 a.m.
I am.
Saphira, thank you.
Wow.
It's not even possible.
Right, though.
Fallen asleep.
I'm going to put on because I had a chance to meditate before this. I'm going to put a mask over my face, like a magically appearing one. It looks like a death mask, like they wear at the temple, and give myself proficiency in perception.
Okay.
So it's
Cool.
15.
Awesome. You
Let's
see
see.
Saphira slump over the wheel, exhausted.
Don't worry, I got this. I'm not even gonna like wake her up. I'm just gonna like, because I've pretty much mastered sailing by now. I'm just gonna
Great tool.
Help navigate the ship a little bit. There we go.
All right. Coin. Can I get your perception check, please?
Would
With
Coin?
disadvantage because you're resting.
Okay.
Roll the second time, so you take a lower roll.
Yeah.
Okay. With a 10, you will occasionally wake up just to check the compass. Just for fun, Tati, can I get a survival check from you?
Sure.
Just for fun. Just for a good old time.
Coin, you wake up and you are still headed north.
Coin
Rule
rests
two.
a little easier.
Figured out rule 2 already. We're good.
Well, actually, I should say, am I waking up like in the morning, or am I just kind of midnight?
It's at midnight. Are we still up? We're good. Just,
Gotcha.
you know,
All right. I'm just clarifying that he does go back to sleep when he's like, all right, we're good. I don't need to
You're
yell.
good. No, you're good. All right. So, Tachi, the air gets nice and cold. As you are headed out into the ocean, the wind does pick up, and the boat is going a little faster than it was yesterday. But the moon
Because I'm
is
getting better at
bright.
this.
The moon is bright. You can see where you're going, and you don't see any dangers coming around at all. So it gets to be about 4 o'clock in the morning. Saphira has had a wonderful 8 hours of sleep. What would you like to do?
Just
Only 8.
kind of propped up on the steering wheel. We just left her there.
Really asleep at the what's it? The helm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tansi, who would you like to wake up for the next shift from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m.?
Oh. Well,
And this could
can
include
anyone
Saphira.
cook? Yeah, that's,
Or even, Allie or something. Anyone, really.
And you could even get Pitney
It's-
Bowes
it's-
if you wanted her to drive the ship.
yeah, I know. Is Ellie like getting paid for this? I don't know. I didn't ask her. I'll
Kind of the
nudge-
opposite. Coin waived
No,
her
no,
fee.
didn't
I'll nudge Saphira and hey, do you think we should start some coffee or something? I didn't bring a kettle. I feel it feels like we should press something for them to wake up.
Yeah, get some coffee. Where's the...
Don't go to the shadow realm. Don't go to the shadow realm.
Too far gone.
I'm still wearing an
Shadow
like
realm
death mask.
coffee.
I'm just
Oh. Ah, yes. Did you say coffee? I don't think we have any, do we?
Distinct lack of kettles and fires.
Ah, that's too bad. Annoying
Wine
of
for the
me.
morning? Ale?
Do we have any?
No kettles and fire, but we're surrounded by hot water right now. I'll tell you that.
My old crewmates always told us I got us into hot water.
Oh. Well, I look forward to it. Could use a spa day.
Aye, me too. Alright, I suppose I didn't pull my weight on that watch, so I'm willing to stay up for the next one
No,
if we want to wake up
you
someone
kept
else.
you kept the steering wheel straight.
Good.
I think it's fine just to let everyone wake up naturally. I don't need any more sleep, and Saphira doesn't really need any more sleep.
Okay.
So just
So-
whoever wakes up next is welcome to show up and practice steering if they want.
Let's go ahead and have you guys roll a second perception check for the second watch that you guys are going to fulfill.
Fantastic.
Saphira is awake this time. Tati, you're
I
a
have
little
a 10.
distracted.
It's still a 10, but
You're good. So, as dawn breaks up ahead of you guys, you can see the barest glimpse of a shoreline. An island is ahead of you. There is a couple of smaller islands in front of it with a small dock where you guys can pull the ship up to. You want to wake up the rest of the crew?
I would like to wake up everybody, and I'm just gonna go and just like creep up on them while they're sleeping and whisper, "Don't go into the shadow realm."
What? Oh. Huh? What the fuck, Tati?
We've arrived.
Okay, great. I'm gonna forget that first part.
Jesus hell. She's gonna backhand Tati by accident.
Ow! Careful with the mask. Careful with the. We're here.
Oh, you're still wearing the mask? Oh my god, Crystal's gonna freak
Yeah,
out.
if you break the mask, they also get 1 negative level.
Just to be clear, these masks are very expressionless, but they're done up with ornate inking and everything like a D'Angelo's Muertos mask.
This one has a lot of floral patterns on it, and if you don't look too close, like if you focus on the wider mask instead of the detailing, you get like a spiral, like a golden ratio spiral.
Ooh.
Very cool.
All
right.
But
It belonged to my cousin.
I want to say, I assume as a grung frog, he can sleep underwater, right? Because
Yeah.
frogs, yeah, okay.
Yes.
Unless someone intentionally tries to wake up Coin, he's asleep at the crow's nest. I'm welcome to take a roll on whether he naturally wakes up on his own.
Perception check with disadvantage.
I can go get him down.
You will wake up when you want to.
Oh, too bad.
Coin will probably figure around the time we're getting busy. With his knowledge of how far out it is, he should be able to wake up within the ballpark of everyone.
Okay.
He'll get up and descend the crow's nest.
All right. From the crow's nest, you can see an island ahead of you with two smaller spits and a bridge connecting them.
Does it seem to corroborate the island we were told about, or is this?
This is definitely the island you were looking for.
All right. And how close are we, ship-wise?
You guys are about an hour away.
Okay. Then he's not rushed. He just starts climbing down it. And
Morning, Coin.
morning, Toddy. And he's gonna look around. Who else is ascended from the lower deck?
I think everyone slept on deck.
Oh,
No one
okay.
sleeps down there. It smells bad.
He's gonna find where Crystal is. I'm assuming she's awake, and he's gonna put his hand out like he's expecting something. He's gonna be like, "Thank you. The bag, the bag."
Oh, and Crystal's still holding it like a purse. She slept like. She just hands it back to him. It's nice. It's a nice bag.
I know, right?
I don't
It's,
like it.
I don't know what you call it. It's trendy.
Ew, no, not trendy. It's classic.
It's spacious. He says, pointing at it like a boomer. It's spacious.
Crystal looks confused. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Whatever.
And then he just puts it back on his person, upright, starts
So-
walking over to the wheel. He's not interrupting anyone. He's just sort of making his rounds in the morning.
So
All right.
I'm thinking, like, in this island, aren't we gonna be met with like immediate hostility? Like, I mean, they don't know us, and should we be ready for that?
I think the people on the drug island will probably be somewhat hostile, yeah. Unless we have, like a cover story, we're buying. We're looking.
Well, it depends on what way we want to approach it. I mean, you know what my vote is, though.
I mean, we could just start knocking them out, but that might, you don't want to be fighting 30 people at the front. So if we could, like, I don't know,
Can
lure
you
them
check it
out,
out?
right?
Lost.
Sneak in, lure them out. Something that isn't just swinging from the door.
Yeah, I think we just go in and start knocking heads. We probably want to preserve stealth as long as we can, but
If we
It's
want
kind of
to
hard to be stealthy when we have an entire ship rolling out. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Crystal
Eric.
looks surprised at Brenton's aggression.
Eric, was it?
Shocked.
I don't think it was established to us. Did Gerald ever establish what end of the island is the front? I don't believe it was,
mean,
but I
there's-
just want to
there's a
clarify from your end.
There's a dock.
I think you're muted. I don't hear you.
There.
Yes, there is a very front of the island.
Is the front on the south end?
On the north end, so you will have to go around to the top.
Okay.
Perhaps we should take a authoritative stance and tell them that they are operating their criminal activities outside of our approval.
I mean,
And
that
then
what,
we
we're
wish to
gonna tell them
discuss
we don't
terms.
like them, and then they're just gonna put down their arms and leave. Yeah, I doubt that, Tati.
No,
Yeah, give them
No,
a
I
reason
think
to sink our ship
I
before we even
I
walk
said-
through the door.
no. What I'm saying is that we should open as if we want to negotiate terms for their continued operations, so that we can see
Territory
their
dispute?
entire operations first, see exactly what they have going on, and then
And-
take Bryn's approach.
And you think the friendly peddlers are just they're open to negotiations. They're not gonna, axe off the competition or anything. They want to
I
talk it
think-
out.
I think they will want to axe us off, but I think they will want to know, in the same way that we want to know how much strength they have, they'll want to know exactly what we bring to bear before they start the fight.
I feel like it'll be hard for them to get a read on me, so I kind of like this idea. They always underestimate me.
I have confidence in my negotiation, but it's worth considering that will give up any opportunity for stealth.
We give up any
I-
opportunity for stealth by docking, Coin.
We're going towards the back of the island. We don't really know if there's another entrance we could take, but they might not see us going to the dock. They might even have a window on the. They probably have a window on the south side.
Which,
But I don't
which
know.
entrance
I'm
did
just
that?
options.
I mean,
which
Coin, if
entrance
you
did,
cover your eyes,
Florence
they're not
say?
there, right?
Yeah.
Is that really
No,
how it
they're
works?
still there.
Which entrance did Gerard say we had to take to avoid all the crabs?
He said that
I think
we
that
should go by the dock.
Yeah, if we don't go by the
I
dock, the
didn't.
crabs are gonna wreck us.
So let's
I
say
mean, that,
we pull up to the dock, walk up, say, we're negotiating. We're trying to work out a deal. Are we trying to negotiate territories? Are we trying to share business? What's our angle here? He
All right. This
says
might
to the
help
group.
you with your discussion because as you pull up, you'll be able to see what we're talking about. So,
All right.
there we go. Enjoy your.
Oh,
Mm.
And I wanna say,
bet
Coin-
crab.
Coin doesn't seem like unsure of what to do, but he wants to make sure everyone's on the same page on what we're doing.
all right, as we're docking and we can visibly see both the giant crabs and the men guarding the appears to be some kind of fortress. I would like to cast Aid.
I can't see
Yes.
anything.
That is not a crab. That is a demon.
I should have if it's dark, I should have 120-foot dark vision. But I think it's day, right? So
Even more reason to cast a spell. With Eric's permission, I would like to, as we're docking, I would like to cast Aid as a 2nd level spell, and give Ruzid, Coin, and Saphira 5 additional hit points.
fan of that.
You should be able to. You can't see.
Is that temp HP or max HP?
Nope, it is max HP.
Ooh la la. Is it added? Like, do we get the
Yeah,
heals up?
it's a max HP modifier. If you click on D&D Beyond, you'll see there's a little tab to do that. If you click on your health.
Yeah. So if you have 20 out of 20 hit points right now, you now have 25 out of 25.
Yep.
All right. Nice.
Ruzi, can you see now?
Let me zoom in out a lot. Trying to. No, I can't see anything.
Weird.
Let me refresh. Maybe there's something wrong with Roll20.
Yeah, I mean, I can see fine.
It might be Roll20 just bugging out. Let's see. It's loading.
Coin turns to everyone, or he was already looking. I want to make sure we're on the same page here. So, what's our story? We got our own business, our own drug trade. Because I don't know, I cannot tell you how they might respond to competition, and it might not be negotiation.
Coin, I think the story is going to break down immediately.
I think the story is they're about to
fight. Yes, but do you want to fight on a bridge where we can't pass each other well, or do you want to fight on the shore, or if we can, do you want to fight in the building?
I want to fight where I don't see a giant demon crab.
Well,
Anyway.
if the crabs are close enough, I can just start picking them up and throwing them. I think I know what I can do with this potion.
Hey, I mean that solves my issue. So
Richard,
we
how
were
big do you
warned
get?
pretty.
Gargantuan.
Are you just gonna break the bridge?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Like, that's a realistic
Question
problem, I
mark.
think. Is that the bridge just collapses when you're standing on it.
Well, aren't we not fighting on the bridge necessarily?
I think there's gonna be fighting on the bridge.
Well, I'll just throw them off the bridge.
Okay. Well, if anybody wants to get off the ship first, I don't feel like going first.
I'm still loading. D&D Beyond is being very dumb. Okay, let me see. Try this again.
I'm gonna call up my shadow cloak.
Okay.
Oh, right. Hati has abilities now. This is gonna be sweet.
This is the same. I've had this ability the whole time.
She's had this the whole time.
This is just mage armor.
Oh, okay.
I surround myself with shadows.
Gotcha.
Very creepy.
Very creepy.
I do put my mask away though.
Did it finally decide to load? It did. Only took forever. There we go.
Well,
now I can see.
If we want to go and swing, and we can, but I know they wouldn't respond well to competition. Perhaps they'd respond to logistical support.
If we could at least try to, pretend we're negotiating until we've all crossed the bridge, then maybe that would be ideal.
To me, the closest we get to that door is saying we're buying product.
Yeah, I was just gonna suggest, I think our best option is just we say we want to buy stuff. Worst case scenario, they tell us to piss off. Best case scenario, maybe we get to get a little closer before the arrows start flying.
Who got the that vial, that the drug from the table earlier? Who's got that on him?
Crystal has it.
If we hold that up, they know we're not, well, it's a little bit more credible. We know that they have it. We didn't ask if that's their product, but we know they have it, right?
I mean, if you want to start haggling, we could shout out and say we want to buy and stuff.
If we walk up empty-handed, they might think like this is obvious. But if we show that we have drugs and we want more, might be a bit more credible.
Do you think they'll give us more drugs?
I would just like Tati and
Probably not
Sophia
walking out with
to
it.
bend heads real quick. Is there a like a thieves can't sign that we can say that says we want to do business?
Ooh, very clever.
That's
There
smart.
would be, yes.
Is it a sign that we can give from the boat?
You
Can I
see
just like
usually hand signals or
I
something like
know
that.
some like long distance like
Smoke
a
signal.
flag
Bird
or
call?
something.
Spinning out.
Ooh, a bird call sounds like it might be a thing. Like a particular whistle.
I don't think that would be something you'd be announcing.
Well, no, like a particular whistle, like a tune that sounds like just like just music to other people.
Okay, sure.
They're doing pro moves.
Uh, in that case,
dog
I'm
whistle,
going to
if you will.
discuss with Saphira that when we land, and we'll obviously discuss it with the rest of the group, that we should announce that we are also ne'er-do-wells who would like to do business with other ne'er-do-wells.
Da, 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 da.
I say we
Perhaps
walk
that's the
up,
signal.
That's the signal.
say fuck the protectorate, give me drugs, we'll be in business.
As we're flying a protectorate flag.
All the best pirates do.
The
We
best
just walk
pirates
up
are.
and we say, I hate those protectorates.
I mean,
Let's do drug business.
you can hate the protectorates and deal with them, guys. Like, I'm just saying. I mean, isn't that what we're doing? To be honest.
I mean, we kind of are ne'er-do-wells when you think about it.
In any case, Tati, you know these like signals and stuff or whatever. You're a thief. You know, you're a roguish type. Why don't you try to communicate with them?
So, have we docked now, or are we still
Yeah.
approaching and discussing?
You are docked and then approaching and discussing.
All right. Then, as we dock, I'm gonna.
Coin
the
keeps
whistle that
eyes.
somehow sounds like da 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 da.
You will get a response back. Fantastic.
And I'm gonna launch myself off of this.
That's a good sign.
Tati,
It wasn't
should
an
we come
arrow.
with you?
Yeah,
I mean, we're also buying, right? So.
Yeah, I would like to use prestidigitation to create the harmless sensory effect of faint musical notes. And the musical notes I would like to play specifically are the song Fuck the Police by the NWA.
If you did not have inspiration, I would give it to you now.
Double inspiration.
Coin is going to cautiously, and by cautiously, I mean almost like he's preparing a dodge. He's going to walk off the ship.
All right, well, I guess we're doing this. If we have not rolled initiative yet, I would like to, and Eric may determine that there's not sufficient time to do this, but I would like to cast at some point Armor of Agathis on myself at second.
Okay.
So, I guess you want to talk across the bridge? Ask if we can come over and talk about what we want to buy? Or...
We should cross.
I'm gonna keep going until somebody gives me a signal that they want me to stop.
Oh, wait up, guys.
I don't think you should walk through their door. I think you should stop so that they can just know that we're coming.
Crystal's
You want me
just
to do the talking?
Always.
Coin shuffles ahead, and he'll stop a bit ahead where he assumes they can make eye contact and they're in speaking distance.
Yeah, the guys ahead of you are all very aware of your presence.
All right.
Nobody has decided to roll a stealth check yet.
Coin's gonna walk up, hands kind of up to the side, non-aggressive, and he's going to say, "We've been directed towards here. I hear you're businessmen around here."
They nod.
And he's going to gesture to Crystal with a little snap, and he's going to say, "Yeah, so we're in the we're looking for a certain product."
The guy here is going to step forward, and he's going to move up to you guys here and go, well, we don't have any of that here, but
That's fine.
she's
We're
very welcome. We'll buy her off you.
for the drug. How much for it?
I think
And
he's
he looks
looking at a purse.
Crystal up and down.
I beg your pardon.
Tell you what, I'll give you a kilo for her.
Coin looks back, and he's like, you wouldn't want to make that deal. We're not looking for anything specific. We're kind of in the market for whatever. If you have a place we could just sort of sit down together, go through the catalog, so to speak.
There's no catalog.
I don't need a literal catalog. I
thought you were selling the girl.
No. He
Pretty
turns
close.
to Crystal.
We're willing to pay with coin.
I assume Crystal's holding out the drug, right?
She was, and now she's just really mad.
His hands go. He's like, no, the drug. I'm talking about the stuff.
I mean, I assume you accept coin as well,
Like he's
not just
like he's slow.
slaves.
The drug. We're selling the drug, dummy.
You're selling the drug to us. I'm not interested. We have a lot here.
We
This is
also
what-
buy.
That's well, you have a lot here.
How
You
much
said-
are
see-
you looking to buy?
So we're not totally familiar with the dosage. We're looking for about like 5 people. A party's worth.
He smiles. All right, I'll go get it. Get your gold ready. It's gonna be 2,000 pieces.
Hey, can we sit on the other side of the breach for a little bit? I'm kind of not liking standing above all these crabs, you know?
He smiles. That's fine.
Okay.
And the guys are going to come over, and he goes inside. And you hear the door lock behind him.
I'm so shocked.
Bruce is like eyeing these guys, looking like, does it look like they are about to do some sort of maneuver here, or are they like
They're-
actually
yeah, their hands on
discarding?
their swords. They are ready to attack you if you guys do something.
Okay. So it's not like, oh, we're going to attack you right now. It's like, we might attack you because he
They're
looks as sus
defensive.
as fuck. Yeah.
Hi guys, we want to buy drugs in your drug lab.
Yes. Can I
By the
do
way,
a
there's no
like,
key on sign that says drug lab.
Yeah,
Can
but
I
like
do a
if someone tells you you're a dealer, you don't just like walk up and like, hey man, you see the new movie?
Mhm. So can I assign subtly to Saphira that we want to get a wedge in that door so that it doesn't lock again the next time it opens?
I nod.
Are there windows? There's no windows.
No windows. After a little bit, you guys have waited for 15 minutes. And the guy comes back out the door and closes the door behind him. All right. 6 doses, 2,000 gold pieces. He holds out a small bag.
Coin's gonna.
I take the bag.
Ruza's just standing in front of Coin, so he's like, already like, there's a little more we wanted to talk about. It's not exactly for us about
Is or not.
It's not all about us finding a use for this. We were actually. He kind of darts his eyes around. He's like, he looks over to this guy. He's like, you trust your people around here?
Yes.
We're actually seeking a form of employment. We could actually move product for you.
Right. Let's see the badge.
The badge? You don't get a badge moving this kind of product.
He
Or
says,
you do if you're smart.
you do. And since you don't have one,
He's like, oh, coin.
You
He's like,
walk.
all right, the badge. No, I have the badge. It's well, we'll get it once you figure out how
Just
useful
sucker
we
punch
are.
him. Sucker punch him in the face right
No,
now.
coin gestures to the door, and he's like,
Poison,
I think you have
poison.
it.
Ruzin looks to Toddy. He's like, should we just do like gives him like a look like back and
Coin's
looked at
going to
Toddy,
keep.
looked at the guys,
I'm
and is like
I'm
looking
just
for a
gonna
nod or a like shake of the head.
And
I'm
then
just
just
gonna
like
try to
strikes.
grab the bag out of his hand.
May as well.
All right.
Snatch and grab.
Saphira grabs the bag out of the guy's hand. Please roll an athletics check. I need you to beat a.
Crystal cast guidance.
I believe in you. I believe in you so much.
Oh, damn it.
Why are you
let
all
me
doing an
down.
athletic check? You gotta leave this stuff to Ruzin.
So,
Come on.
Saphira, you do not grab the bag. The guys all pull their swords. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and do this wonderful thing called rolling for initiative.
Finally.
Nice.
Okay, well, big numbers. Come on. Ah, well.
There's your
At least we're
roll,
kind of in
Saphira.
a formation that actually I don't think they can really flank us right now. At
They
least
can
not
probably
yet.
walk on the sand.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna
How
get
far
flanked.
is this drop?
The drop there is 10 feet.
Okay.
So if
Please,
you're
dear God,
down
don't let me
below,
drop.
you will not.
The
Yeah,
as
if you drop down there, you will take fall damage.
this water looked really shallow. Is it really shallow?
Yes.
Coin with
Like,
with everything
knee-deep
clearly.
shallow.
Tati, no.
Hmm. With shit clearly hitting the fan, Coin's gonna say, "Trust me, by the end of this, you're gonna be short hands. You're gonna need some new employment."
All right. He looks at you. Then why'd she grab for the goods? And Saphira, since you grabbed for the goods, what would you like to do as you get to start the combat?
I am gonna.
We can still buy the drugs and leave.
We we are just trying.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna say.
It wasn't Coin that asked you,
It's
so
a-
you don't
it's a-
have to.
it's a-
You don't need to say.
is what we're really here for, and I will pull out my cutlass and take a swing at him.
Nice. So nice.
Ouch. And you will deal 11 damage at this guy.
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
And then take an offhand attack with my short sword.
Okay. And with an 8, you will miss him. All right.
I have fabulous connections in the shipping industry. If you want to just hand it over, perhaps we can work something out.
Smiles at you. Saphira, he smiles at you, opens the bag, and blows in your face.
Oh, rude. So rude.
I should have seen that coming.
I need you to go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw, please. As you are covered in a purple powder. All right.
Oh, no.
Saphira, you are now afflicted by frenzy.
Oh, snap.
Should have dodged.
All right.
Should
This
have drank the
guy is going to
antitoxins.
step to here. This guy is going to, this guy steps to here. We're going to choose who he's going to attack. 1d2. Yep, attacking Ruzid. Ruzid. Hey, 4 damage to you, Ruzid.
Yep. Got it.
And this guy steps to here, and this guy steps to there. All right, so Crystal.
Mhm.
When one guy slashes at you, does a 19 hit you, Crystal,
It does.
for 2 damage.
Broke my nail.
This guy has advantage on coin, so with advantage, he's going to critically strike coin for 12 damage.
I would like to use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay. He
Ooh.
rerolls, causing it to be an 11. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's an 11. Because he does not get an advantage on that roll. It's just 1d20.
Yeah.
If you want to give advantage.
I do have dodge up. I guess
Yeah.
disadvantage would already apply. Okay.
Oh wait.
Well,
He
it's
rolled a
advantage
crit.
and disadvantage, so it would have been the normal roll. So
Okay.
yeah, you still need to do it in order to prevent the crit.
Surely, dirly.
Yeah, this
So
guy
I take
here,
11.
No, it was an 11 to hit you.
Oh, okay. I missed that. Nice.
Yeah, you're good because of
Hell
the
yeah.
silvery bars. Who are you granting the D20 to, Bryn?
Well, it's a bit late for Saphira. Actually, I'm gonna give Coin advantage on their next D20 roll.
Ooh la la.
All right.
Let's go.
The guy to the south of Coin is going to use his scimitar. Does a 14 hit you, Coin?
Nope. Gotta
All
be
right.
15.
And
Gotta love that
lastly,
unarmored
this
defense.
guy here has a light crossbow, and he's going to shoot one of the 6 of you. 1d6. That would be Coin because he's
God
Coin,
damn.
you think Coin's dodging, so.
Coin. You're dodging, so does a
No
4
way.
hit you?
No, it does not.
All right. Bryn Gemflower.
All right. Is there any realistic way I could push towards Saphira this turn and
You
get?
could move. You could move Tati out of the way. You could dozy do with her if you wanted.
All right.
You can also be in my spot if you move out of it before the end of your turn.
Oh, does that work?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Just be aware
yeah.
of opportunity attacks.
Okay. All right. I don't think we mess around here. I'm going to use my bonus action to invoke Font of Magic and spend all 3 of my sorcery points to recover a 2nd level spell slot.
Okay.
I will push into Tati's space, and if I have range of touch, I would like to cast Lesser Restoration on Saphira.
Saphira, you are no longer afflicted by frenzy.
Nice.
All right, and then I will. I'll use. I'll pull back to the spot I was at before, and I'll take an opportunity attack if I have to.
Yep, just one. As he swings at 11 to hit you.
11 does not quite do it.
All right.
All right, that is my action, bonus action, and I might move back a little bit further just in case. Can I be I want to be on the bridge here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And then my turn's over.
Tati.
I'm gonna lean over Ruzid right here and stab a rapier up through the chin of this guy, or at least try to.
Oof.
Okay.
Who dis?
Which one?
The one that attacked Saphira.
Gotcha. All right. Yep, you'll hit him. And you will kill him.
Well,
And the drugs spill across the floor.
And then everybody goes. Okay, I'm gonna
All right.
dance over. Can I?
Oh, this guy gets an opportunity attack on you, correct?
Not if I disengage as my bonus action.
Okay.
But I'm trying to figure out, can I move to this spot without falling off the cliff?
Eventually.
Yeah,
Please roll acrobatics, keep your balance.
I'm gonna give it a go.
It's only a 10-foot drop. You'll be fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boop.
Oh,
Delicious. All right, hold on. That's 1, 2. What's it take to
4
get back?
points.
Can I?
4 points
Can I
of
climb?
falling damage, and you're prone.
All right, fine.
So half your movement to stand back up, and you're out of movement.
Yeah, I'm right there.
All right. We then move to Crystal.
Okay. Crystal's going to she's gonna cast Bless on Ruzid, Coin, and Saphira.
Cool.
And then for her bonus action,
Who do you want to give the reaction attack?
let's see. I'll give it to Coin.
Right. Coin,
Let's
you got
go.
advantage on your next d20 roll, and you also have a d4 from Bless.
Hell yeah. So reaction means I get to take one now, right?
Yeah,
Yes, you use your reaction to swing.
Gonna take a chop at this fellow below me.
With advantage, though. So roll that a second time because the first d20 missed. There you go. That'll hit.
I think that'll
Roll
hit.
your damage. And you punch him for 7 damage.
Does he have exposed skin? Like a neck to aim for?
He has leather armor on, so you would not contact him at the moment.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else, Crystal?
For my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh, okay. Go ahead and get that for you here.
And I can't. Can I attack with it on this, or can I just only cast it?
You get one swing with it when you summon it. Where do you want it?
I'm gonna hit the guy, not the guy between next to Coin, but the guy next to him, so on the edge. This guy.
This one here?
This one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is this where you want it?
Yep.
All right. If you put it here, it will have advantage on the attack.
Okay. Sorry.
We'll move that over there. There you go.
Okay. And
okay, with a 14, you will slash him for 7 force damage.
Okay.
All right. That should be it for you, unless you want to move.
I can't really move, so I'm gonna stay where I am.
Coin will take. First, he's gonna say, "Well, that's a third of the antidote. That's a third of the our money gone. Saphira, don't get addicted." And he turns back, takes 2 swings at this same one as before.
All right, you'll hit him twice. Getting 5 bludgeoning damage and an additional 4 bludgeoning damage.
And per usual, Coin's aiming for skin, but I assume it's not really visible with him.
Yeah, with the leather armor, unless you grapple him, you're not going to get the skin.
I see ya. And that is all. Dodge is dropped.
I'm gonna make a conservative prediction that there's probably more baddies coming in that room. So I'm just gonna drink this now because it lasts hours. And I'm gonna bonus action pull out the potion of growth and drink it.
Are you gonna step on everyone?
No, I'm just gonna become medium.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of space around you. There's three people right next to
There
you.
is plenty of space. I become medium. I'm small right now.
That's right. I forgot.
So now you're my size.
Yes.
Yeah. The potion of I drank the potion of growth. Let's roll the 1d4 hours. Nice. That is what I was looking for. Okay, I'll write that down in my notes. Both is 4 hours. Okay. And with my main action, I'm going to. This guy looks injured. Let's try to take him out.
Take him out.
Yeah. I'm gonna I guess can I swap? Can I do the do-si-do?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna swap with a coin over here, and I'm gonna slap this guy.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
actually,
here now.
specifically, I'm actually going to hit him with my tail.
How do you move coin?
How are you
Uh,
moving coin? Good question.
I just kind of like pull him out of the way, but not touching like by the overalls.
Grab
Yeah.
his bag. Suspenders.
For
I
the record,
learned that's the word.
suspenders. Yes.
Suspenders.
Yeah. He's not wearing overalls. He's wearing suspenders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hit him. I hit him with a little bit of a tail slap.
Yeah. His head comes all clean off.
Delicious.
And still he had 2 hit points left, and you dealt 9 damage.
10. Don't forget the enlarge.
Ah, yes. 10 damage.
Bryn visibly flinches when he sees how big your tail has gotten. Oh, Eric, don't you dare facepalm. This is your fault.
This is your fault. Yep. You brought these into the world.
Ruzin looks at this guy after he decapitates him with the tail, and he says, "You're next."
He smiles back at you. After you.
This guy
And
has
turn.
his companion lose a head next to him, and he's smiling back.
Yeah, I was gonna
These
say.
people are fucked
He
up.
must be high on frenzy. Is he high on frenzy?
Again, he's not. Saphira?
I see why you're selling that for so much. It's such a rush. Well, wish I could have enjoyed that for longer, but here you go. And I'm
Oh
gonna
God, she's already addicted.
swing on this guy.
You're hasted. That's epic.
Not anymore. It's
not
not the
anymore,
full
no.
effect of it has been removed.
Oh.
Nice.
Alright, so you
And
deal
then-
14 damage to him.
And
As
then
you Slash him with your cutlass.
go for the short sword.
And miss. Oh wait, 21. You're right.
Blinking.
For 6. Yep. He dies.
Nice.
And I kind of twirl the cutlass and face the other guy.
Alright.
Can you move again? Do you have movement left?
Well, I could. I mean, I would just take an attack of opportunity if I moved out of his range.
No. I just if you moved to either side of him, I'd be able to flank off of you.
To like,
Oh yeah, I see what you mean.
to like
here.
here or here.
If you can.
Okay.
I still gotta climb up a cliff anyway.
Yeah. I will try and tiptoe the edge here. I'm guessing I'm making acrobatics check.
Yes, please. Gotta be a 10.
Oh my
You're good.
God.
You got this.
Alright.
Major bad.
Their turn.
Swashbuckler
This
for
guy
so
here is going to go ahead and disengage from you. Come over, grab a handful of the frenzy, slap it up into his face. His eyes burst into bright red, and he is now afflicted by frenzy. So he now has haste, which is going to let him come back up to you without provoking opportunity attacks. And he's going to attack you with his scimitar. Wow.
Serves him right.
Never mind.
Drugs are not good for you.
Yeah.
He's tweaking. He's a little shaky.
Yeah. Over here.
All that
This
anger
guy.
and no coordination.
Oh man, if I do this, I'm gonna take too many opportunity attacks. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and swing. All right, Crystal, they are gonna beat you up. So scimitar
Bring it.
and scimitar does 18 hit you
It does.
for 6 slashing damage. I
Okay.
need you to roll a concentration check, which is a constitution saving throw. Gotta be a 10. Or keep
What's your
bless.
AC right now?
My AC is 18.
Ooh, I see.
You said Constitution saving throw, Eric?
So it's got to be a 10 in order to hold on to bless.
Okay.
Bless goes away.
Oh, did we get the D4 on the save? Oh, yeah, but it's not enough, even if they
That
roll
bites.
4.
Mhm.
Oof.
Also wasn't on her.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Oh, maybe I should have silvery barbs that.
Oh, whatever.
That is a lesson for next time. Is that because crystal's really hard to hit, and so it's unlikely to hit a second time, and it saves her the trouble of making a Constitution save. That is something to consider in the future. Just thinking out loud.
All good. All right. Bryn, what would you like to do?
Not to be a buzzkill, but is there a guy who didn't get an attack? The guy between Crystal and the
I think they both attacked
they
once.
both attack. Okay.
Yeah.
I
The
would like
first guy here
to.
got a 9 on both swings, so he missed
Gotcha.
completely. And this guy got a 18.
All right. I'd like to move down here, and I would like to extend a helping hand to Tati and give her the help action to climb back up the side of the cliff. That'll be my action. I don't have any relevant bonus actions, so I'll pass my.
There's a 5-foot gap between you and her because she's 10 feet down on below.
But
So
if I
she's
like,
got
if I like go prone and reach my hand down, if I move here, would that be? Is there any way I can give the help
Let's go
action?
prone for that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to go prone for that, I'll totally allow that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll drop prone and I'll reach down to help Tati up.
Cool.
Because I think it's not worth burning a magic missile on these guys yet, and rather than headache, I'd rather get Tati back in the fight because she can do a crap ton of damage with sneak
Bryn's
attack.
such a team player. Let's go.
You got it.
Right.
Yeah,
Bryn
that's my turn.
Flower lays down to help Tati up. Tati, I need a athletics check with advantage. Need you beat a 10.
Boop, boop, boop.
Come on. Yeah.
You successfully climb up the cliff. You grab Bryn's hand and he pulls you up.
Propel my way up and just
You
keep
use 2
running.
squares of movement.
Cool. I'm gonna keep running till I hit the wall. And
Ouch.
stab this frenzy guy.
Yeah,
19 to hit that guy.
19. Yes. Doing
12
12
damage.
damage. He's hurting.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. Crystal Latte.
Mhm. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hit the guy that I hit before with my spiritual weapon.
Okay. You'll hit him again for his remaining health. He dies.
And can I step into his spot?
Yes, in theory. Need you to roll an acrobatics check. You can go across.
Okay.
You're fine.
Okay. And let's see here. Is advantage only for like for flanking? Is flanking advantage only for like hitting with a weapon, or is it also for spells?
It's on the spell, but most of the time it's for anything that involves an attack roll.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I'll just hit him with my mace. The guy between Roost and I.
Yeah, things like
Nice.
inflict wounds are a touch attack, so that would count for flanking.
Okay.
Yeah, but a
Thank
15 will
goodness.
hit with your mace.
Okay.
How much damage did you do? Hit that pink button.
Sorry, hit the what?
In roll 20, hit the pink button that says mace.
Oh.
Dealt 7 damage. Got it. As you thump him in the back of the head.
Okay. And I'm just gonna stay put.
Mr. Coin.
Coin is going to turn to this fella and take 2 chops at him.
Okay. And you'll hit him twice.
I
6.
hit it.
And
It didn't go through for some reason.
all good. You have killed him.
Whap.
Nice.
And he's gonna say, as he's turning around, he doesn't do it this turn. He's like, "We need to get these drugs off the ground before someone else grabs them." And then that's the end of the turn.
All right. Ruzid. You are muted, I believe.
Ruza walks up to this guy and swings at him with his tail.
Okay. All right.
Is this with advantage? I guess if I swap with
It is
Toddy, it
not.
would be, right?
Correct.
I'll swap with Toddy.
All right.
Let me have him.
And you'll hit him for 6.
And then another D4 from the enlarged reduce. 8.
And he dies.
2 for 2.
Check his pockets.
All right. Yeah, we're that's everybody who was outside. So
I'm gonna move up here in front of the door, and turn. Oh, okay. Are we leaving combat?
At the moment, you guys can leave combat.
no, I liked my 19 initiative roll.
Okay.
Was my Bryn? I forgot what you cast on me. Does
If you
that
guys
stay?
want, I
Oh, no,
honestly
that was
think I
one
can
time.
break down this wall.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
realistic.
Well,
Or you could just use the key from the dead
I
guy.
just don't think it was ever used.
Yeah.
Does he have a key?
No, it's your it was, but it's your next D20. It's not optional, so it just only lasts for the next roll.
He had the key.
Okay. Gotcha.
Guy does have a key.
I mean, if we open that door, I'm pretty sure whoever walks in first is gonna have a big ambush waiting for them.
Does anyone do like mage hand?
Oh yeah, I could mage hand open. I could try and unlock the door
Oh,
with mage hand.
No, I was thinking maybe you could mage hand the drug up, like the powdered stuff. I don't want to risk breathing it in to sweep it away.
So I could like try and like sweep it. I don't know. Is that
It should not be around us. And he
Where's
turns
Coin's
to
purse?
Saphira. You're not putting drugs in my purse. It's not a purse. And he turns back to Saphira and he's like, Saphira, you got a whiff of that stuff. How you feeling?
I felt like saying, "Now behold my finest hour," but that's too much of a rush.
Not the
for
words
one
I would
person.
use.
It came out of a bag. If you can just get it and maybe some dirt and whatever else back in the bag, we can close it up.
I would ask Eric that question is, do I have the fine motor control required with mage hand to try and like pile the, not necessarily neatly, but try and just like get powder off the ground and back into the bag?
For the most part, yes.
Okay. And then whatever's left,
Someone
I'll just
holding
like.
the bag open, though.
That's a good question.
Because
Just
if
someone
you ever
else
tried
have
to
mage
open a
hand.
bag and ever tried to open a fabric bag and sweep stuff into it, that's difficult with one hand.
Yeah, totally agree. So does somebody want to volunteer to hold their breath and open the bag? Well, it's without fine motor control. It would take a second. We could just leave
I have a
the.
question.
Roll an
Question.
acrobatics check. Roll an acrobatics check. Let's see if you can do this. Yes, sir.
Is this me?
Yes.
Is it ascertainable? I don't know that this drug is in any way actually connected to poison, but Coin being immune to poison, would that apply in any capacity to the situation?
Yes.
What's that?
You are immune to drugs.
Am I? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Assuming Coin
actually.
I told you, put it in his purse.
Assuming Coin knows, he's gonna say, "I can just pick it up." You know, that
All right.
stuff does not really affect me.
So hazmat squad, Bryn, Mage and Coin will clean up the.
Where are we putting
drugs on the ground? Well, it came out of a bag, like a sack. So we'll take the sack, we'll close it up, I don't know. Do we just like leave it
Throw
out
it in the
here?
water.
It's worth a lot of money potentially.
Wow. And
We
yeah,
want
a
to
drug
prevent
dealer would probably sell it for a lot of money to someone who would get addicted to it. But what are we gonna do with it?
I think
well,
we
I
should
don't
hang
know.
on to it.
Yeah, maybe we could give it back to the guy, and he could try and use it to come up with like a cure or an antidote or something.
That's a better idea.
And
Or we could plant it on someone and you frame him for a crime. I don't know. There's plenty of uses.
He did give us the same drug, which tells me he already has the drug, but there might be a use for it that
Okay,
isn't
well-
getting someone addicted.
we don't want to leave it here and have these crabs sniffing it. So
You know,
That's-
that's a really interesting observation you would make, to be honest.
He
I'm kind of
looks up.
curious now what that would look like.
I'm
That's
not.
my
All right, let's.
I would
But
pay
Fuck,
before-
man.
gold
We
to
putting in a
watch
bag,
that.
See,
we bust-
see, he gets it.
before we bust down the door, I forgot. Did we distribute the antitoxins?
Yeah, we
I
did.
took one.
Wait, so did
Yeah,
none of them have a
I-
key? You're talking about busting
I-
down the door.
I
Someone
thought
had a key.
that- yes, there's a key. We can open the door.
Okay.
Before- I just wanted to make sure. I wrote down that I
Yeah.
have an antitoxin, but I wanted to make sure I was right.
I
have
just
one,
realized I don't
so
really
can
need
do
one, so we got an extra.
At this
No,
point,
you-
Riz is gonna
Yeah,
drink
I'll
their
go ahead.
antitoxin.
Okay.
I should have done that earlier, and I'll drink mine too.
Yeah, you should have.
So herbs on you. Herbs on.
Oh, I should
you.
probably also mark that enlarged use is active. Let me do like, I don't know, this.
I will also drink the antitoxin.
I will drink the antitoxin. I'll take coins extra.
I'll
and
put
put it in
I'll
my
put a
bag.
4 on it
He'll-
to know
he'll
and
hand
mark
you
that
it.
it's 4 hours.
So
Right.
Coin has no interest in taking the drugs, but I, as a player, would love to know if he took
Yeah.
the drug, would he only get a benefit and not an addiction?
You're immune.
Would it just not affect me at all?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Alcohol is a drug. It is a poison. And if you try
True.
to get drunk, you cannot get drunk.
Damn.
Crystal looks at you.
Yeah,
in
but
awe.
it's about the taste.
That's
Tasty.
why he gets so cranky when he's drinking beer.
There's no effects. It's just the
Like,
taste.
nothing fucking. I've tried the strongest moonshine. I found none of it.
Not of it works.
Everyone seems so cool when they drink it. I don't.
Well, let's go for the door, I guess.
Are we ready to crack this baby open?
I can lead the charge if you all want.
Mhm.
How about instead of a
Regis-
charge,
Regis
we
gonna-
do a quiet entry?
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're gonna have a quiet entry after what we just did. Yeah.
Well, we
uh-huh.
just did that, and no one opened the door. So, and then he does a
Right.
shrug.
What would you do
You
if you
guys-
heard all that commotion outside? Would you open the door or would you get
Yes.
ready for an ambush?
Yes, when I have 7 people stationed out there, and I have more people, I would send them also out there.
I used to run the guard for the tribe. I know what I'm
All right,
saying.
and how did the tribe work out?
Oh,
then
fuck
he
you!
stops. He stops himself like he realized he touched him. He's like, "Ah, I should this guy."
You guys could be pretending to sell me.
I am about 5 seconds away from throwing you at the fucking crabs.
Okay,
Shut up!
guys. Okay, let's everybody take a deep breath. I know we're all stressed here.
Coin does like a big frog breath where his like neck is all like.
Just looking the other way.
All right, what's the plan? Are we gonna bust down the door? Are we gonna try and go in quietly? I mean, we can't do anything from out here.
Well,
we
we
gotta go
creak it
inside.
open and see if a fucking fireball flies at it.
I like that plan.
That's not a bad idea. It's like we open it a little bit
Huh?
and then immediately shut it
Who's
again.
immune to fire?
I'm not.
I'm not.
I am not.
I'm resistant, but not
Well,
immune.
I can open it from a distance with mage hand.
That's the same thing.
If everybody wants to clear away from the door,
What if we like
It
held
usually
up?
clears out.
We could hold up one of these guys and poke their head through. That might be a little messed up, but it's an
Someone already
option.
has his head caved.
Crystal
We have
lifts.
a
Crystal's gonna lift one of them.
we
What,
have
one
a
of the ones
severed
with no
head.
head? Yeah.
And it,
Maybe it'll send a certain message, but I don't...
Morally, I have objections, but tactically, I kind of like this.
I mean, that's kind of even intimidating, right? Like a decapitated friend. I don't know. I think these guys are kind of
Uh,
crazy. I don't think they'll care.
purely hypothetically, is a decapitated head under 10 pounds?
Oh God.
I think they
Yes.
did actually find out the answer to that, which is a really hard question to answer. But they did
Yeah.
find out.
It's supposed to be. I believe it's like 8 pounds.
Morbid.
Well, that's
Look, I put in how much does a human? It goes head weigh.
It knows.
The on average, the human head weighs 11 pounds.
Dang
Oh
it.
no.
Shut
Oh,
down.
no.
Average,
Small
though.
head.
That's average. He's in the middle of an ocean. He's not getting well fed.
Ooh.
Also, he's a druggie, so
Yeah.
just not.
I'll give you
He's a drug addict.
range of, I'll give you a range of 3 pounds. So either he weighs 10 pounds, 11 pounds, or 12 pounds. So on
All
a
right.
1, his head weighs 10 pounds. Oh,
The most important role of the session, boys.
I'm okay
Don't
with this.
worry.
I
There's
feel
an
better
answer
about
to
our
this.
characters not doing that.
You take a dagger,
Okay, well-
scoop it around the inside, take
No.
some of the insides out.
I'm kind of ready to just fuck shit up right now. So can you just open the door?
Yeah. All
It
right.
would have been more moral for us to buy the drugs and leave than whatever this is becoming.
Coins kind of got me all riled up, and I really need to decapitate some more people with my tail.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
okay.
Last question before we open it. Do you want me to stand in front of the door in case they try the drug trick again? Just to shield you from it.
Coin walks up in front of you with his hands up. You just be ready to fight, Saphira. You just stay right there. Maybe
Alright.
even back up.
We just
I'm
get
gonna
the-
stand behind Coin.
Or here. Okay.
In
Just do
general,
it.
Saphira, if you see the color red, just look away. Just
Open
look
the
away.
door.
Red is blood. No, you don't want blood. Okay, let's go in.
I'm red.
You're more like a burgundy.
What's burgundy?
You.
It's like a
Oh,
mud
great. Really helpful.
clay maybe.
I'm
All
not
right.
made of clay.
While they're arguing,
Captain
Bryn
needs
takes
to wear red.
Bryn uses Mage Hand to take the key and opens the door.
Power move.
The door opens.
Have you ever been to a mesa? Where is it?
Okay, well, I'm dumb. I'm kind of sick of this gag.
And Ruza just kind of runs in.
I had 4 more examples.
All right, ahead of you see 3 different doorways.
Huh.
See
I hope
one
these rooms
here,
are bigger than this
one
hallway.
here, and one over here.
Should we go with the stealth approach then?
Well,
Yes.
And
Or
this
maybe
is about as
barricade
good
the
of a time
doors?
as possible to end for tonight because we don't have time to get through the next.